In 2017, Zach Adams was convicted of killing beautiful nursing student Holly Bobo. Problem is, that case was built on a house of cards. It was built on a foundation of lies, as their star witness was a co-conspirator of sorts. And it was his testimony, not forensic testimony, that took Zach Adams down. And now we wait as Zach Adams put forth a post-conviction petition that was argued masterfully by Doug Bates. And we are waiting with bated breath, as this order is supposed to drop at any minute, to find out whether or not Zach Adams is going to get a new trial. But in the interim, let's finish watching the 2017 trial. What is up, beautiful humans? Good morning. Actually, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. I am thrilled that you are here with me. I've got a huge crowd of 53 people. That warms my heart. Hopefully more come in, because people need to pull their head out of their ass and pay attention to this case. So I've not, has anybody, I'm putting a flare out for DB. Anybody seen him? Anybody seen DB? Anybody see DB? See, because I think either moving into midnight last night or today, the judge's order is due as to his opinion whether or not Zach Adams is getting a trial. A new trial, that is. Yeah, that sound thing sucked, huh? It was no bueno. It was no bueno. Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to flat out tell you, like, Edric got fucked because he had an awful judge, but they had DNA. That's way more than they had on Zach Adams. I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you. Because don't forget, I mean, the argument kind of from the defense on Edric Faust's case was that they wanted to argue consent. That didn't happen here. As I said in the cold open, Zach Adams was convicted on a house of cards in a boat full of lies. That was it. They didn't have any actual evidence on this guy. It was like it's one of those what I call narrative convictions, a theory conviction. It's not. It's they put forth a story that they had a guy who was allegedly with them sell to the jury, and he did a masterful job of it, but then recanted. So we're all really hoping that Zach gets a new trial. I know our friends over, and I know Dana, I think he's on the team now. I think he's on the team. So Dr. Spurko, I think she's kind of flying solo while he is. What? Yeah, but did anything drop with that? Did anything drop with that? That's what I'm wondering where he is. I don't care if he's on another stream. He's a big boy. But I'm curious as to whether or not, and don't be afraid to say if it's either Kat, not Williams, if it's her stream, I mean, good. I couldn't love anybody aside from my wife more than I love Kat, not Williams. She is the fucking goods. All right, so Allie had guided you guys through the last day of trial, which I think we're on day 5, if I recall here. So yeah, we're on day 5, part 2. So we were moving into the next day, or it was after lunch, and TBI agent Brent Booth is on the stand. So let's dig in here and see what is what. All right, let me pull it up. I'll move. Let me know how the sound is, guys. I've got it boosted. I'll probably crank my mic down. And and I set a goal. I've decided, I've watched some of my fellow streamers and friends. They are master griffers. Like their grifting game is massive. Like I can't even believe it. Like I'll watch a stream and like Will's like printing money over there, and God bless him. Dude works hard. Works hard. Like I don't even think he makes goals. You know what I mean? Wait, what's Runkle doing? I love Runkle. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing shit. All right, in the interim, let's go. Let's rock and roll here. I'm going to be very interactive in the chat, more than, you know, usual. Just pretty hefty. Oh.
All right.
Oh, DB, dude, answer your fucking DMs. Like, what's going on? Is there any word on the order? And DB, I had asked you, was yesterday the statutory deadline, or was that what the judge said at the end? Like, look, I've got X amount of days to get it in, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have to take more time because it's that important. So that's what I wasn't clear on. Oh, I'll get in his ass. He's not in trouble. He's my fucking boy. I just wanted a question answered, and he is in the know. He is in the know. All right, let's roll.
Just to reorient everybody, we were talking about when your attention was called and where y'all found her body and where y'all found her body. Okay.
Top of that photograph here is the location of Holly's body. It's approximately 300 feet behind that cell tower.
That sounds pretty good, yes? Am I too loud? Hold on, I got the boost. Let me turn my shit down. Oh, yeah. Like, what is this crazy shit? It keeps going up to, like, I must have been blowing your eardrums out, yos. All right.
So 300 feet, like sort of off into the woods? Is that
Yes, in the woods. The cell tower is as it would sit on the north side of I-40. You would be traveling, standing at the cell tower here where this little dot is on the map, traveling toward to that star. That's north.
all right. And this area here, what's it near? Like what are
Dense woods. You can see a sawmill to your left here, to the west of it.
Thanks for that update. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty evident from the judge. I mean, he basically said it without saying it, that don't hold your breath on the 90-day. So look, I mean, at this point, Zach's been in for a hot minute. I just assume he'd take his time, be diligent, which I believe that judge is, and come down the right way on it. If it takes another 30 days, so be it. So like, I'd much prefer that than him rushing to get it done by the statutory deadline and he comes back with the wrong shit. You know what I mean? So plus it gives me time to finish the trial. How selfish. All right.
If the picture is big enough where we also see a sawmill to the right,
Yes, sir.
Interstate 40 here,
Yes, sir.
and we follow our arrow, and this
Is where it's located on the map.
Okay. Cell tower.
Yeah, what, considering that I was muted the whole I wasn't muted really. It's like I have a bad signal in my neighborhood. If you guys missed oh, by the way, I like I'm gonna start becoming like a real taskmaster over here. I accidentally like scheduled a short last night before I went to bed. It was actually very early morning, and I put the wrong version of the video up. I pulled the wrong one and I put the right one up. I'm asking you, all 205 of you, 210 of you in chat right now, go over to the short on our channel, and it's the one with Allie and I about the juror talking about the pound cake, and like it. Please put a comment in there. I'm gonna wait. Where's my phone? I got to get my phone. So I'm going to check. I'm going to check your homework. I'm going to wait. I'm going to just sit here with my arms crossed. That's it. It's an awesome little, it's like a 40-second short, and it's funny and it's good. And it should be, you know, getting more views than it is. Like, I'm tired of YouTube running shit. Like, we have to fight the tubes. We have to fight the tubes. And also make sure you're like, sharing, and subscribing. I think we're 150 away from 65,000. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Let's go. You guys are our biggest advocates out there. Tell them you can't get marital banter like this anywhere else, let alone 2 criminal defense attorneys. I mean, who else has that channel? Am I not aware of it? I don't know. Maybe it does exist out there. But, you know, it's like it shouldn't be that an algorithm controls who's going to see what content. I hate that aspect of it. Because I watch a lot of channels, I'll zip by, and there's a lot of channels that are not good, that have a lot of audience. To me, and I admit, I will watch an interrogation video, but channels that have like 1 million subs and all they do is FOIA interrogation videos and throw them up on their channel is the weakest shit ever. I mean, maybe I'll start doing that. Forget all the hard work that I put into educating and entertaining on a daily basis. I'll forget that. You know, it's not worth it. And the grift is not doing well. I got 1 new member, Limey Stew. Oh, family hug. What's going on? Do I have to, so I'm going to ask you guys, do I have to do petty streams for the grift? Is that what I have to do? I have to talk shit about people and then people will send me lots of money. I can put on wish lists. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hey! God bless it, I love him. Why are there only 50 of you? There were 1,700 in chat. Wow. Wow. No, wrong. Wait, what do you mean the best chats? We have the best chat over here. I'll put our chat up. Here's what the cage match is going to be. Defense Diaries chat versus Glare chat. I know there's a lot of crossover. So, we'll put those two on, the crossovers will be on the side. It'll be the unknowns to both channels will go in for the cage match. And, I'm talking about a cage match with words. Bullshit. Do you guys see what Jordan Breezy is saying over here? Jordan saying Will's chat is number 1. It's not number 1. It's not. I'll give it a solid number 2. I do love Will's chat. I love hanging out over there because he my boy. All right, let's keep rolling. If you guys are just in from Will's chat, what we are doing is actual work over here. I'm not, sitting here talking about somebody's hair, their lisp. I leave that for my boy over there. We're waiting on what we believe is a wrongfully convicted man for the 2017 murder of beautiful nursing student Holly Bobo down in Tennessee. And recently, as a matter of fact, 90 days ago, his post-conviction full evidentiary hearing concluded. And we are waiting on the judge's order to find out whether or not he gets a new trial because he was tried on bullshit. All right, let's roll. So that's where we're at, guys.
This is the cell tower as you would see it. You're driving down the I-40, you can clearly see that from right on the side of the interstate.
And it looks like what else?
About the 120 mile mark.
Looks like what else we got on here is sort of a bunch of other places that we've heard about in this case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go this way here.
This is Victor Densmore.
Are you chat? Are you gonna let Will's chat talk shit like this? I can't believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes. Fight. Let's get the scrapes going, but it has to be civil. That's the rules. That's the rules. No name calling. No name calling. It has to be civil with words. Oh, fuck it. Look at DB. God bless you, son. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, Will is all heart. Will is all heart. He really is. You know, there's a persona on screen, and then there's real people. And everybody that does YouTube is real people. That's why it kind of makes my skin crawl to see the drama shit, because behind the channels, there's actually people with feelings on all sides. It makes me sad. Like, it makes me sad. But people love it. People love fucking drama. So, you know, like I'm not one to be like, I'm not one to be like, oh man, don't do that kind of content. If people want to watch it, fucking hey, do it. You know, I mean, I'm just not going to do it because I got better shit to do, more important shit. We've got bigger missions. We're a mission channel over here. Mission. And it's to right the criminal justice system in this country. That's what we do over here at DD. Tell them, chat. All right.
Residents on Yellow Springs Road. It's approximately mile from the cell tower.
Okay.
Putting DB shit up again. It was awesome.
Juanita Hickerson's house. And that's
Shane's grandma.
That's Shane's grandma. She's as the line goes here to that one.
Right. Actually, I'm gonna
get
move
on
it back.
the map.
With my tomfoolery, I'm missing important shit that I want to watch here. I'm gonna go a few seconds back. You guys, I'm gonna run it at 1.25. Let me know if you think it's a little too fast. I don't think it will, but that's what I'm gonna roll with right now. All right. Okay. And I'm sorry I rewound, but I really want to hear some of this.
You would be traveling, standing at the cell tower here where this little dot is on the map, traveling toward that star, that's north.
All right. And this area here, what's it near? Like, what are
Dense woods. You can see a sawmill to your left here, to the west of it.
If the picture is big enough, we also see a sawmill to the right.
Yes, sir.
Interstate 40 here.
Yes, sir.
And follow our arrow, and this
is where it's located on the map.
Okay. Cell tower.
Yeah. This is the cell tower as you would see it. You're driving down the I-40, you can clearly see that from the outside there.
And then it looks like what
About the 120 mile mark.
Looks like what else is going on here is sort of a bunch of other places that we've heard about in this case.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go this way here.
This is Victor Densmore's residence on Yellow Springs Road. It's approximately mile from the cell tower.
Okay. All right, what we got next?
Juanita Hickerson's house.
That's Shane's grandma.
That's Shane's grandma. She's as the line goes here to that one. Zach and Dylan Adams' house. That's on Adams Lane, right off of 641, just south of the 126 exit here. And you got Dottie Cooley's house.
Is that Miss Dottie?
Miss Dottie.
Miss Dottie.
And Miss Dottie's off of Q Road, which intersects Yellow Springs and Highway 641, just below that,
Thanks, Trev.
just south of that.
We got Shane Austin's trailer.
It is, and that's on Yellow Springs Road, just south of the intersection of Yellow Springs and Q Road. Again,
And then Yellow Springs Church.
Yellow Springs Church there.
Between this church and this house that we found some of the papers.
Yes,
And between this trailer and
Juanita Hickerson.
Juanita Hickerson's here.
Yes,
And we found other something
yeah.
version of the standards. Now I'm going to fast forward a big jump. Okay. I'm not asking to win. okay, or even what he said. But at some point in this investigation, a big jump forward, closer to the start of this year and the end of last year.
That's
Did
fair.
Mr. Jason Autry provide information that y'all followed up on?
Yes, sir.
When he provided that information, did y'all run out to the barn at Miss Juanita's house, Shane's grandmother? Did y'all run out there?
We went out there.
And where was the barn?
The barn is gone. The barn that he described has been torn down. There's remains of it.
Did y'all go out to the river underneath the bridge?
We did.
This is going to be the last time we use one of these poster boards, okay?
Sir.
It's going to be the last time we use one of these poster boards.
All right.
I promise. You recognize this?
Yes, sir.
What's this?
It's a map of the Tennessee River Bridge, I-40. I-40 crosses in Benton, Decatur County.
Steve Martin says 679.
Ooh, shots fired by Spoogs.
Sorry, been March 22. Okay. We'll look at it real quick here. Show us what we're looking at, top point.
This is I-40, it's westbound, eastbound lanes. This is road, the gravel road that comes down. It's actually a federal wildlife preserve there.
Did you have occasion? Talking about right
Yes,
here.
darling.
Okay. Did you have occasion to go to that location with Mr. Autry and the security team and everybody else?
Yes,
Mr. Autry standing there at that river ramp and bend down and show you exactly what he did?
yes,
Describe the area to you?
yes,
You actually went there?
yes,
Stood right there.
yes.
Next to it?
This is a close-up of the riprap that where he said this happened. Where he said
And then I'm looking,
Holly was shot.
this is going to be a far away picture here, right?
Yes.
And then a far away picture down there in the corner.
Here you can see the access road that comes along the side of the interstate. You wouldn't see it unless you're looking for it probably, but it goes underneath the bridge here, underneath the I-40 bridge there on the west side of the river.
If you're traveling on this bridge, you're familiar with the I-40 bridge.
Yes.
You've been over it hundreds of times. If you're traveling this bridge, can you see down into this area?
No.
Not at all. No. There is in blue. What is this?
This is the route that Mr. Autry drove us when he said he got in the truck with Zach at Yellow Springs Road.
This is a road from Yellow. This is from Yellow Springs to where they get.
Yellow Springs Church, Holly's body in the back,
Okay.
and drove this route to the river bridge to here. So that's fine.
Who's in this? I'm not asking what, I'm just asking yes or no. Did Mr. Autry also provide information about a gun?
He did.
Did he tell you whether or not he was present when it was sold?
Said he was.
Did he tell you who sold it?
Yes,
Who is that?
Shane Austin.
Did he tell you who he sold it to?
He did.
As a
Mr.
result-
Dinsmore.
Victor Dinsmore. As a result of that information, did you talk to Mr. Dinsmore?
I did.
Mrs. Dinsmore?
I did.
Did you have occasion to go out to a little creek, a ditch, the side of a little road, go Holiday Road?
Yes,
One time or more than one time?
4 times.
4 times.
Yes,
And metal detectors,
yes, sir.
shovels?
Yes, sir.
All right, quick question. Allie just made me lunch because she's fucking awesome. Do you guys want me to chew on screen or do you want me to be in the background? I've been in the background because I think watching me eat might be absolutely fucking disgusting. So, but I'll leave it up to y'all. In the interim, I'm going to be off screen. I just want you to know I'm here. I'm watching the chat. Yeah, this isn't a competition. I'm joking about the will shit. Please, for the love of God, don't start arguing unless you're going to be funny and cute about it. As far as creators that go after other creators, that's your fair game when you do it. I don't give a shit what side you're on. if one creator is going to go after another creator, then you've started a fucking war, and you can't spite the other creator for firing back. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I don't fuck with it. And believe me, the murder sheet came after me with hit pieces. But, you know, higher ground Bob, that's what they call me. I fucking, you know, like, I will not let the terrorists win. And those people just refuse to debate me. So I give them no credence. They're not real people. They're not serious people. Like, I'm not going to attack them on their looks and, you know, that they live in some kind of hovel that looks like a bookcase is going to collapse on them in any second, which is all true. Because the only derogatory thing I ever said about what's his face, Kevin, is that, you know, put a clean shirt on when you're going to be on national TV, which I think is a fair thing to say. If you're going to be on court TV with Vinny, put a fucking clean shirt on and maybe comb your hair. That's all. That's it. That was as much as I put out there. But them assassinating my character when they don't know me from a hole in the ground. They don't know me at all. But, you know, so point being, the creators that are in the wars with one another, that's what they're choosing to do. And, you know, all is fair in love and war. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, and I don't take sides. I just don't. And I'm not going to. It's not my fight. I'm not going to pick sides. I like who I like, and whatever their relationship is with other people, if they hate somebody that I like, that's their prerogative, and vice versa. It has no impact on me. That's it. See, this is what I like to see. Now, law girls, not attorneys, added into due process. Thank you very much. You know, we are the due process channel. Anybody who's like grifting onto that, they're borrowing that from Allie and I. And I love it. I love it. The law girls, not attorneys, been in my DMs like, we gotta do Rick Allen. We gotta get him out. And when those two gals lock on, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, you know, the Rick Allen thing, along with this cat right here, Zach Adams, are two that, you know, it's like Dana and Katie, you know, they're the champions over there. Like they're leading the fight over there. And I'm just a foot soldier in that fight along with them. You know, I want to give this as much airtime as possible, but understanding that they're at the forefront of that fight. And I'm at the forefront of, and I love Andrea. I absolutely adore Andrea. But in terms of from the get, Allie and I are the OGs, and it's not up for debate. Not Lawyer Lee, not Andrea. I am so thrilled to have them on the team, especially Andrea, because I think Lee believes it wasn't a fair trial. I don't know if she's of the mindset that Rick is factually innocent. Andrea is. But I just want to be clear. We are the champions of this case, and I'm talking about Rick Allen. So, you know, and I take it as a responsibility. It's not just me reading pleadings. I do shit behind the scenes that I don't talk about on lives ever. So, you know, I'm advocating. Like, I'm actually advocating.
At one point, a backhoe-like thing?
A backhoe, yes. Dug up the side of the road.
But then the fourth time,
We went back with West Tennessee Dive Service. They have underwater metal detectors where the heads would withstand water and other underwater equipment. And we found the gun.
was it a 180? This guy.
Yes, sir.
Were you there when it was found?
Standing right there.
I'm almost done answering questions. We've got to go. Unfortunately, introduce a couple of items of actual physical evidence that we've heard you talk about.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Yeah.
let me start. Let me start here. I'm going to hand you an envelope, Agent. Do you have anything open this week?
Yeah, what?
Your scissors or anything?
Pocket knife.
Need gloves?
Or he doesn't have it? You prefer gloves?
No, I'm fine.
Those are some small scissors.
Yes, sir.
I've got a pocket knife that's right in the sharp cut.
Very sharp.
Here we go.
Take your knife, Agent.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sure there's a few things for me.
Do you recognize that, Agent?
See, this is where I really miss Allie. Like she'd be saying bloop, bloop, like where he's opening envelopes and shit. And she's right, of course, per usual.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
One of the pieces of paper that we found outside of Yellow Springs Road.
Yellow Springs, this is the area near Shane's trailer.
Yes, sir.
That could be marked as next on the exhibit.
No, indeed, it's 194.
Oh, you can leave it outside the envelope, Agent. I think I've got the other envelopes on the computer. So.
Do we need the envelope?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right, let's go. Fire it, just give them back the envelope. Paper will be at 194.
I love it. I love him too. He's my friend.
My apologies to the jury. Is some sort of billing information or something?
Yes, sir. From Tennessee Technology Center.
This is identified stars. There you go.
No, she's enrolled with the Tennessee Technology program at the University of Tennessee Parsons campus, where she was attending nursing school.
Approach.
I don't know where you went to middle school, Bailey, but that shit's like a cage match, man. I do not know. I wish everybody went to a rainbows, smiles, puppy dogs, middle school. That is some dog eat dog shit in middle school. That kids are brutal. Kids are brutal, man. I know. I've got 4 of them. I seen it. I mean, fortunately, none of my kids got bullied, and they never bullied anybody, but because I wouldn't allow it, because it's not my style. But yeah, middle school rough.
What we got there?
So it's like a receipt that was laying in Jason Autry's grandmother's front yard, along with a dollar bill.
So identifies hers.
Got her name on it, Holly Bobo, Tennessee. It's Technology Center Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Are these next numbers
Technology
on?
Center.
Next number exhibit
It's
on.
195.
Sorry.
Yeah, here's my take on lawyers vaping during a show being uncouth. Bullshit. I don't know why in any way, shape, or form it would irritate you. And I feel bad like telling her, I'm like, people are complaining about the vaping because at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Not in your room. You know, like listen for the content of what we're saying. That's what's important. That's what's important. But, you know, you also have to know I'm going to protect my wife at all costs. Always. If you don't know that about me, you do not watch our channel enough. No one, and I mean no one, talks shit about my wife. Uncouth.
That same area of that was a dollar bill
Big
collected.
words.
Yes,
Recognize that?
that's my handwriting and my signature at the top. Yes,
You know, just as next number to say that you may want to just add this on Josh because it identifies that dollar bill.
196.
this is the paper identified as commonly I saw in my daughter's home nursing as part of her anatomy physiology class.
And some nursing papers that y'all found.
Yes, sir.
And
That was near the intersection of
Yeah, that's a damn true statement. That is a damn true statement. I miss Ange, and I miss Ange and Yellow Jacket together. I mean, they came at her so hard, and Ange is absolutely a ride or die. Ride or die. Rick Allen, advocate. And they rode her so hard, she had to go take a breath on bullshit. Literally swatted this woman. How warped is that? For advocating, for believing in something. Yeah, it's a long, sordid attack on Ange in particular and Yellow Jacket and their channel. But yeah, I've got mad love for them. They know that.
Yellow Springs Road and Bible Hill, where the bridge is that crosses over I-40 is about, maybe 150 feet from that intersection down Yellow Springs Road, laying on the side of the road as if it had blown out.
yeah, this is next number to say.
197.
I'm holding what has already been identified as exhibit number 29, which is a drug card grade sheet.
Yes,
To pass that to you.
yes.
Matt, where was this thing found?
on this would have been found in the creek there on Gooch Road. Drug card. That's probably the grade sheet from her pharmacology or the nursing program.
And when it was found, were other drug cards, the actual cards attached to it?
Index cards.
Yeah, I can't eat this delicious breakfast bowl that Allie made me. It would be people I think might be vomiting. Yeah, it'd be even with the mic off, it would be too much. So, yeah, DDRM, I'm going to go as about a 90% both channel rate. I mean, I'm sure there's a few on both that don't dig it. And R&M doesn't have nearly as many subs as they should. I'm here to tell you, Ange is one of the most brilliant, kind-hearted, talented people on the planet. When I hear her sing, I weep. It's like the first time she put out a thing where she was singing, I'm like, oh my God. She's like a quintuple threat. If you guys have never seen Ange sing, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, go to R&M's channel and sub. We need to keep subbing to pull her back in. I mean, she finally kind of came back a little bit. She poked her head out of the hidey hole the other day. You know, if you guys don't know that story, basically what happened is they had a third partner when they used to be the Unraveling and advocating like rabid dogs for Rick Allen. And we had a group, a private DM group on X/Twitter, and it was me, Michael Osbrook, Kara Winicky, Yellow Jacket, and Ange. And the girls trusted this third person. And so they all knew the passwords to both the channel, to X, anything that was related to the show, much like I do with my people. You know? And there was a falling out, and this third person not only hijacks their channel, changes the password, which they can't get back. There's nothing they could do, but does the same thing to their Twitter account, and then decides to send our private DMs to the murder sheet, which they then turned into content. That would be like me as an attorney going to handling a divorce, and I have all the text messages between my client and their lover, and then me going to the other litigant, the spouse, and saying, hey, I wanted to give you all these private messages between my client and another person, just so you have them. Do with what you will with them. It's like the sleaziest invasion of privacy of all time. And this predates all the shit that's going on in the Free Karen Reed camp now. It was insane. I was like, if I had the wherewithal, if I cared, I would have sued their asses. But who has time for that shit? Oh, Tanya Garrett, you were a hero. Thank you so much. All right, the goal is, if we hit the goal, which we're not even close, I'm going to go beg Allie to jump on with us. She's working right now. I think I could. She's working in, I think, watching C-SPAN. So she's probably half working. But I'll go get her on. I'll drag her against her will to come and hang with us. But we got to hit the goal. I'm not going to go take the beating if you guys aren't going to put out. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. Oh, and I wanted to ask while I'm thinking about it real quick, and I'm sorry I keep pausing, but, you know, I mean, this trial's from 2017. We could take time to chat. as far, oh my God, I just forgot what I was going to ask. See, that's advanced age for you. Like you just saw it happen in real time. Like I literally forgot what I was going to talk about because I took a small pivot there. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. It was a ponderable. It was a question for you guys that only you guys can answer. Damn it. I'll remember what it is. Thank you so much, Tanya Garrett.
I'm going to pass you 5 cards. Just look at them together.
We love you, Jordan Breezy.
Let me ask you if these are the cards attached to exhibit number 29. So.
Yes, sir.
Under those is 66 number. What is it?
100.
Cards are all substantially the same.
Yes, sir.
Drugs
Pharmacology, part of their nursing program she was in.
with her name on the back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see you were being sarcastic. I mean, you're a very sweet person. I can see you living in a wonderland of joy and happiness.
If you could, leave this in the bag. There's dirt and stuff that's going to spill out if you don't. But I don't know what this is.
May I stand, Your Honor? Yes.
What's that?
That's the 3-ring binder, reminder that was recovered.
Where was it recovered from?
Creek on Gooch Road.
That's on the car.
Right, there you go. 100.
I mean, per usual, they're not happy about it. I mean, so Andrea Stewie had said, I'm sure this has been discussed before, but I haven't seen it. I'm curious what the Bobo family feels about them possibly having the wrong guy in prison this whole time, allegedly. Families that buy what they're being sold by the state, whether that be the prosecutor, the cops, or both, typically are all in on it. I mean, they're compromised emotionally, and they want to believe that they're getting whatever form of justice we can offer people that go through the worst experience imaginable and losing a loved one, especially a child. You know, so it's very, very difficult to sway them any other way. But more than that, which is yet another parallel between Richard Allen's case and Zach Adams' case, is that it seems to be, to me, from the outside looking in, and I think Katie and DB would probably echo what I'm saying, and DB could probably fill in some gaps, but I get the sense that Holly's mother was a driving force in the investigation in this case, much like the Patties were in the Richard Allen case, which is not how it's supposed to be for obvious reasons.
So binder that we didn't quite take out of the bag, and then we just saw that recovered near the lunchbox or near the cars.
Yeah, it it appeared to have washed down that creek. It was not a bridge over it, it's a culvert that runs under this county Orange Zip Road, Gooch Road is. We'd had a storm on Thursday, right after this happened on Wednesday. Significant amount of rain. And we'd had several hard rains in between the time that this happened, between the time the lunchbox was found on Thursday and the day and time we recovered those items further down.
This is the last thing I'm going to pass you, Agent.
Hi, Lauren.
Sergeant Mark, you said it's 65 for Rebecca Earp, the witness. You recognize this?
Yes, sir.
That's good.
That's the note. She left Zach. That's the business card, scrapyard, and Holiday.
She turned this over to the TBI.
Yes, sir.
There's something from that day.
Yes, sir.
191 auto salvage,
Correct.
buying your scrap metal and junk vehicles.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all get the records from 191 auto salvage?
We didn't.
Zach Adams scrap anything anymore?
No, sir.
Chuck Austin?
No, sir.
Jason Autry?
No, sir.
No.
No.
It was previously mentioned evidence as Exhibit 65, correct?
Yes, sir. A couple times we've been talking that you've almost teared up.
Yeah.
Was there pressure? Was there pressure to solve this case?
Self-imposed. Yeah, there's pressure. That's my friends and neighbors. You don't. I'll talk a minute. You don't get in this line of work for the money. I don't do what I do for the money. I do what I do because I love people. I fix things. I'm a hands-on kind of guy that take charge and fix things.
And what's solving this case mean? Does it mean just picking somebody?
No.
Because they're
Boy, fix things. Dangerous words to use in relation to an investigation in a homicide. Yeah? Don't love to hear that word from a cop when they're talking about solving a crime. I fix things. I think that might be spot on there. TBI agent Booth.
all this pressure, be it self-imposed?
I would never do that. We never would do something like that. We pride ourselves on doing the right thing, always in the right way. We make mistakes in this one, yeah. One I'll take with me the rest of my life. But I got the right person. I didn't charge the wrong.
Objection, Your Honor. He's giving opinion testimony right now. I object to
I
that.
think it's an outcome. I'm not gonna ask him to. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, Zach Adams was a regular scrapper at the Birdsong Road scrap metal yard, wasn't he?
I don't know that.
And Zachary Adams never told you that he went scrapping on the day Holly disappeared, did he?
How do you not know that? How do you not know what this guy gets into? You know, scrappers are those who run around, collect scrap metal, go turn it in for cash. Unfortunately, at that point in Zach's life, he was using pretty heavily. You know, they turn around and they buy and then smoke and repeat. How the fuck does this guy not know that about him? In a case where you have no evidence, to not do any investigation and to what this person's all about, what they get into, things that might answer questions that you may improperly be assigning to another value in terms of your evaluation of what's going on with this person. It may lead you to an answer as to why he was in a certain place at a certain time. How do you not investigate that? This thing has all the stuff. The shit investigation, the railroad job, the flipping co-defendant, no evidence. Tunnel vision, all of it. It's got all of it. And to make matters worse, this nice lady here, and I'm talking about Zach Adams' trial attorney, was browbeat to death by the prosecution and the judge in this case, to where she was a quivering, frightened attorney in a shell of what she normally is, from all accounts, and who got on the stand and basically flamethrowed her own career on the stand in the post-conviction hearing. It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, and it's odd to watch that happen in a post-conviction hearing. It's the only place you ever will see that kind of thing happen, where an attorney will fall on the sword for their client and admit that they didn't do the job. And she went beyond that. She's like, I had no business practicing at that point in time because of my mental state. I was deeply depressed. I was taking antidepressants. I was like, I was not me. And to do that in open court in front of every potential client that you may ever get, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. I mean, this thing, the way that this went down, like it was one domino after another in terms of getting the railroad job done. Every part of it was just foobar.
Without reviewing that, I don't remember that now.
Okay, what would you need to review to remember that?
You asked me to Dylan Adams.
Zach Adams.
Zach Adams.
Zachary Adams.
I've never talked to Zach.
Okay. But as far as you know, he never claimed that to be an alibi, did he? That he went scrapping.
He told that to Rebecca.
That's what
I don't know.
Rebecca tells you.
Without seeing his statements that he's given to TBI or other law enforcement, I couldn't tell you.
But that's what Rebecca told you, isn't it? That he went scrapping.
That's what she said that he told her he was going to do.
All right. But as far as you know, the only person that you heard it from was Rebecca, didn't you?
I've heard it from Rebecca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rebecca gave you that note about scrapping in 2014, didn't she?
She didn't give it to me, no.
Okay. She turned it
It's
over
another
to
agent.
TBI in 2014, didn't she?
Without seeing the date on it, I don't know what date it was that we came into possession of it.
Let me pass the note back up to you then.
65.
Yes, 2/28/2014.
And that's after you had initiated this search of Zach Adams' property, isn't it?
Around that time.
I'd like Exhibit 16A.
Oh my God, I almost forgot. Talking about grifting, but this is well-earned grifts because our community is amazing, and that is wholly because of our mods. And so we've created a buy me a pizza. I think it's the same thing as buy me a coffee. Maybe it's for our mods, which any donos that go to our mods, it's going to get split up so that our mods are paid something for the incredible amount of work that they do for this channel to keep the chat healthy, safe space for everybody. So please, I'm going to remind you guys to do that. And I'm sure if they haven't dropped it into the chat yet, they will. Give some love to our mods over here. You see them, you love them. They got those wrenches. They're here all the time, doing the work. So show them the love, please.
I'd like to pass
Thank you.
Exhibit
Thank you very
16A up
much.
to you. Have you open that and take a look at that. You might want to blow up too.
Yeah, like. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay.
And is that a pair of pink underwear in there?
It is.
Okay, and those are the pink underwear that you found there next to the school worksheet that belonged to Holly Bobo, is that right?
These were laying in
Yeah.
the middle of the road.
They were close by, but not directly next to. Is that right?
Well, probably 100, 150 feet apart.
Okay. And they were there near Shane Austin's driveway, isn't that right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
You're familiar with the fact that these underwear themselves did not belong to Holly Bobo, did they?
That's correct.
And we saw a picture of these pink underwear, or you know that there are pictures made also of this pink underwear.
Yes.
Don't you? Okay. And if I can have the photograph of the underwear. you Exhibit 70. Exhibit 70 is a pair of these same underwear, is it not?
It appears to be. Yes.
And will you pull those underwear out, please, and just show them to the jury? Let the jury see that pair of underwear. And those underwear,
Okay.
they were actually DNA tested and shown to not belong to Holly. Is that correct?
That's correct.
There was actually another woman's DNA on them.
Somebody's DNA. It was a mixture of DNA.
Now, you would agree with me that there have been at least 100 search warrants done in this case, wouldn't you?
Exact number, I don't know. There's a great many.
And you did quite a few of them yourself, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in order to get a search warrant, you have to fill out an affidavit, don't you?
Yes,
And an affidavit is kind of a fancy word for a sworn statement.
it is.
It's done in writing, isn't it?
Yes,
You write down a paragraph. And in that statement, you give the reasons why you believe you need a search warrant of some kind, don't you?
that's correct.
And in this affidavit, then you swear under oath that what you put in the search warrant is true.
That's correct.
And in order to get a search warrant for something, you have to have a legal term called probable cause,
Correct.
don't you? Which means it's more than a mere suspicion that some crime has been committed.
Correct.
And so in this case, you swore out a warrant to get at some point, the banking records of the Bobo family, didn't you?
Correct.
And in your affidavit, you specifically said that Holly's mother, Dana Bobo, Holly's father, Karen Bobo, Holly's mother, and Clint Bobo, Holly's brother, have made false and misleading statements and omissions to law enforcement concerning critical information as to the disappearance of Holly.
If that's what it says, ma'am.
Okay. And so what were the material misstatements, the false and misleading and omissions that were critical information in the disappearance of Holly?
I don't recall.
So today here, sitting here, you don't remember what that would have been?
Without reviewing the file, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, but at the time, clearly you believed it and you swore under oath it was true.
Yes.
Okay. Can you think of anything in particular in the file that I could hand you that would help refresh your memory?
I don't know with a 4 terabyte file, I don't know where to tell you to look. It would have been prior to that date.
Okay. And this would have been, this date on this is the 10th of January, 2013, isn't it?
I haven't seen the document. If I take it your word, that's what it says.
Okay. But it was sometime well into the investigation, wasn't it, when you got their banking records?
By 2013, yes.
So when you went to go interview Victor Dinsmore and Sandra Dinsmore in Indianapolis on May the 18th and 19th of 2017, you recorded that interview, didn't you?
I did.
And at that time, you did proceed to tell them what Jason Autry was going to testify to, didn't you?
Some of the facts that would be testified to. I don't recall saying Jason Autry's name, but what would be testified to.
And you told them that Jason Autry was going to testify to the fact that the white pickup truck, Zach Adams' white pickup truck, was kept in their shop, didn't you?
Told them that would be testified to.
Okay. And initially, Victor Dinsmore denied it, didn't he? That the white Nissan was over there.
Yes.
And
Couldn't
the first
remember.
conversation with them lasted probably,
I don't know that she heard your last statement.
Said he couldn't remember.
the first conversation that you had with them on the 18th of May lasted approximately 45 minutes.
Sounds right.
And the second conversation lasted probably 25 to 30 minutes.
That sounds right.
And you know who Dennis Benjamin is in this case, don't you?
I do.
And you've worked on this case from the beginning. That's fair to say.
Yes.
Day one. We heard testimony about a handprint or a palm print that was on Holly Bobo's Mustang.
Correct.
That palm print, I guess the 4 suspects in this case, Dylan Adams, Zach Adams, Shane Austin, and Jason Autry, were all excluded as being the owner of that palm print, weren't they?
Correct.
And Dennis Benjamin, in this case, you were involved when Dylan Adams entered a guilty plea in federal court to gun charges, weren't you? You were involved in the case when that happened.
Yes.
And that was in the summer of 2014, August.
I believe you're correct.
And you're aware that one of the terms of Dylan Adams' supervised release was that he was to go live with Dennis Benjamin.
He went to live with Dennis Benjamin, yes.
And at that time, well, I guess initially the district attorneys in this case were Hansel McAdams and Beth Hall, weren't they?
Correct.
And Hansel McAdams was defeated in an election, and then Matt Stowe took over.
Correct.
At some point, Matt Stowe recused himself, and that's when we got our present district attorneys.
Correct.
Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you.
Now, we heard you talk earlier about searching Zach Adams' house. You actually searched 3 different properties. It was 235 Adams Lane, that's Zach Adams' house, correct? And then
Correct.
you all also searched, did you not, 260 Adams Lane, which was Dick Adams' house?
Correct.
Dick Adams gave you permission to come in and search his house, didn't he?
Yes.
And then there's an old decrepit house that's across the street that you searched also.
Correct.
And you seized 4 different vehicles in this case, didn't you? That
Yes.
belonged to the Adams. Okay.
Yes.
You took the 98 white Nissan pickup truck.
Correct.
You took a 94 black Nissan pickup truck.
Correct.
You took somewhere in the year 2000s Chevy Silverado. It's a pewter gray pickup truck.
Correct.
And then you took a red Jeep, a Jeep Wrangler that hadn't even been purchased by the Adams family at the time Holly disappeared, didn't you?
Correct.
And all 4 of those vehicles are still in the custody of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
Being, I believe we have them all here. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. From report. When you searched the Adams house, you actually took hundreds of items from there, didn't you?
Many items. I don't know a specific number.
Would you agree with me if the lab reports are up to items in the 500s, that there might have been as many as 500 items tested by the lab in this case?
Could have been.
Okay. And you took things such as all the mattress pad, all the material off the mattress, like at the top of the mattress, you all cut that material away and took it, didn't you?
We did.
You took couches. There was at least 1 or 2 couches that you took.
We did.
Took chairs and ottomans.
We did.
You took blankets, sheets, pillowcases, pillows.
We did.
You took carpeting out of the house.
We did.
You took shelving out of the closets. Didn't you?
Probably, yes.
Okay. And you spent several days in the house in February of 2014, didn't you?
I don't recall days. I think maybe 24 hours.
Okay, 24 hours. And then on the property, you also brought in a backhoe and used a backhoe in several places to dig, didn't you?
I don't recall that.
You don't recall the backhoe?
No, I may not have. I don't recall that.
Okay, so that means it's possible you just don't remember.
Correct.
And there was a well. Do you remember that there was a well on the property that had been covered up years ago when they got city water?
No.
There was a
I
well.
remember an open well.
Okay, a well across the street on the property was an open well, wasn't it? You all searched that well too, didn't you?
An open well on the edge of the property, Adams property, 235 Lane.
Okay, you searched that well?
Yeah.
And matter of fact, you did cut a piece of the wooden flooring out that was in Zach's main house in the living room where the couch was sitting. You cut out a very large piece of flooring, subflooring, so that it did go down to the dirt, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you took all that back to the laboratory for testing.
Yes, ma'am.
And there was DNA that was recovered from that, but it didn't match Holly Bobo, did it?
From the floor?
Well, there were people's DNA just from all the searching you did. There was DNA from people
Correct.
that was there. It wasn't DNA free.
Correct.
The DNA didn't match Holly Bobo.
We did not find Holly's DNA.
Okay.
We did find nail polish
Okay.
that matched what we found at the body recovery site.
Okay, so you found some nail polish. You didn't find any DNA though on the nail polish, did you?
No.
Okay. And there was no .32 ammunition recovered at the Adams house, was there?
There's a lot of ammunition recovered without seeing the list. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We may have.
So so once you discovered that this alleged gun that was used to shoot her was a .32, you didn't think at the time that maybe you'd go back and look to see what was recovered from Zach Adams' house?
I'm sure we did, and we would know that. But I haven't physically. I was not the agent that did that.
Okay, so if they had gone back and found .32 ammo at the Adams house, don't you think someone would have mentioned it to you?
I'm sure we would know. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so most likely it was not recovered.
I haven't had that reported to me. Correct.
No further questions.
Further?
Oh, man.
Tom Zach Adams' house.
Yes, sir.
I mean, she made some points. If you're paying attention, and I know the chat's busy, but she just scratched the surface on so many things that really needed to be hammered. So many things. I mean, there is no forensic evidence connecting Zach Adams to this crime. And she basically asked 4 questions. Oh, man. She barely scratched the surface on Zach's brother being forced to live with this fucking cop. DB, I sent you a invite if you're so inclined. DB is our resident Zach Adams expert. But I mean, this shit runs deep, y'all. And if you don't really know the facts of the case that much, and you kind of watch that cross on the surface of it, it seems like it was okay. But if you look at it as a companion piece to the post-conviction evidentiary hearing, where Doug Bates did a masterful job of pointing out all the different things that Jennifer, his attorney, Zach's attorney, failed to get into. I mean, I want to be clear. This was an ass investigation, which netted 0 evidence against the guy who's now sitting convicted in prison for this crime. It's disappointing. Man needs a new trial.
Y'all should have been staying in grandmother's barn,
Correct.
but it was gone.
Yes, sir.
The day you responded,
Thank you.
you started some sort of Amber Alert process, is that right?
Yes, sir.
To do that, did you have to ask the Bobos how old their daughter was?
We prefer it.
Yes, sir.
And what did they tell you?
Karen first told me she was 17.
She lied to you about Holly's age, didn't she?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Someone had told her that we wouldn't issue an Amber Alert if she was over 18. When in fact, that's much the same process. We treat them the same. Missing and endangered persons are treated almost exactly alike we would a missing child.
But she didn't know that,
Same protocol. She didn't know that.
so she lied to you.
Yeah.
Any further questions?
Wow.
It was very quickly after this happened that you realized Holly was a 20-year-old woman. Isn't that right?
Within a few minutes.
Okay, so that lie was very short-lived at the time.
We're talking about 20 minutes of back and forth, 20 minutes, maybe 30 before we got that down. There was a lot of controversy between what the Fusion Center was pulling up on her driver's license and what I was being told.
Okay.
We didn't have,
Yeah, I mean, it'll show up on the docket, but we know enough insiders and, you know, Katie and Dana, who's now working on the case. Obviously, Dana's not going to be leaking anything, but I have a feeling when it hits, we'll know. When it hits, we'll know. That's for sure. Oddly enough, my private investigator for many, many years, Steve Yankee, moved. He retired from his PI work. He was a former sheriff and then got into private investigation later in his career. He moved down to Tennessee, right in this neck of the woods. And he was the one who years ago, when he first moved down there, asked me if I'd looked into this case. And he was talking about the word on the street that there were a lot of people that believed that they got the wrong guy or guys. And recently, he ran into Doug Bates, who is Zach's current attorney. And I'm supposed to be going down to visit Steve, hopefully this summer. And Doug and I are going to do lunch in Alley, of course. So I'm excited about that. Doug did a fabulous job, an absolutely fabulous job on that. And that, I think he missed his calling because he's really a divorce lawyer. Doug Bates is. You'd never know it from watching him in that particular hearing. And Doug gained steam as that thing progressed in terms of his aggressiveness, which was called for. So point being, I think we'll know as soon as something hits, we're going to know. Katie's all over it. And when I'm referring to Katie, I'm talking about the Trial and Error podcast. Everybody should sub over there. They're wonderful. We've had them as guests over here a bunch of times. They're just fabulous people. And they're freedom fighters. They give a shit about due process. So, you know, they hold a special place in my heart, as you know. So, yeah, as soon as it hits, I anticipate it's going to be another 30 days, to be honest with you. The judge warned us. He warned us that, you know, he knows what the statutory requirement is, but he's the judge. He's the judge. I mean, we've been waiting on the Todd Mullis thing forever, over a year. It's been so long that I actually have time to go back after I'm done with Zach and finish that one. I'm trying to cure all my horrible deficiencies where I have a tendency not to finish shit. So I've got three main ones. Zach, I'm going to get done. Todd Mullis, and then of course Stephen Avery. But Garcia's getting knocked out. I got 2 scripts written. I'm recording 72 of Anthony Garcia, Tunnel Vision, which is an amazing podcast. If you have not listened to my podcast, it's me solo. It's scripted. It's long form. It's about the Anthony Garcia case in Omaha, Nebraska. Our client was a doctor. Allison, myself, and my father all tried that case together. Pro hoc vice style in Nebraska, which means we aren't licensed there. We got hired by the Garcia family. We went in on an application to practice pro hoc, which means on a one-time basis for that case and that case alone to get licensed. Got local counsel in, and it was an absolute knockdown, drag out, unbelievable fight. And they hated us. They hated us. And I'm talking about the state of Nebraska. And it's 71 episodes in. It is the longest single case, long form podcast in existence in true crime. If anyone knows of any particular podcast that is 71 episodes in, let me know in the chat. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. But start with Buried, inside the John Wayne Gacy investigation. My old man was Gacy's lawyer back in 79 and 80. He was his trial lawyer. It was an insanity defense case. He gave me all his taped interviews, which I sat on for 30 years. And then I made a podcast, which is a thing. It's a thing. I am never going to stop promoting that because it should have 200 million listens. I will die on that hill. I'll die on it. I don't give a shit about bragging about it because it's brag worthy. Just is. It really is. It's a thing. It's a thing. And what I uncovered after 40 plus years about how they got Gacy is unbelievable. And 100% not a guess, not speculation. It came directly from the cops, and I vetted it out. I found the people that I needed to find to substantiate it. And it's incredible. It's the ultimate moral dilemma, what I uncovered in that case. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's worth your time, I promise. And you'll hear it's really my evolution as a podcaster. Like when I first started doing it, I had no idea. You can kind of hear in the first few episodes, I'm kind of like, I'm uneven. I'm nervous about it. It's different doing a podcast than it is giving a closing argument in a death penalty case. You'd think that the podcasting thing would be like, I've argued, in front of people with the highest stakes and the balance. But when you get behind the mic and you're kind of talking to yourself, it's weird. So you hear the evolution and you hear how the podcast, like the goals of it change as I begin interviewing the cops, the old cops in that case, and the prosecuting attorneys, anybody and every surviving victims. It's got everything. Plus I play the tapes. We infuse them in and we focus on the victims that nobody knew anything about other than Rob Peast. It's an amazing podcast. I'm incredibly proud of it. If you love podcasts, and it's audio only right now, I'm working diligently. Spitfire keeps threatening to help me with it. I keep telling her, do it. It's a thing. It's a thing. So
smartphones back in those days, and between what the Fusion Center was pulling up on her driver's license and what I was being told.
Okay.
We didn't have smartphones back in those days. We had flip phones. Information didn't travel as well as it does now.
But that discrepancy was straightened out on April the 13th, 2011.
That was.
Okay, no further questions.
Done? All right, step in. Please don't discuss your testimony with anyone.
wow, he just skated. Absolutely skated.
Back in the courtroom if you would like. All right, let's take a recess. Need to state your name, spell first and last for the benefit of the court reporter.
My name is Steve Deaton. First name Steve, last name Deaton.
Hallelujah. We got to witness it. We'll speak out. He's almost.
Yeah, he's a loud dude. Almost don't need the boost for that guy, for old Steve Deaton. All right, let's see. I'm going to change this.
Loud as I am.
My voice booms, Your Honor.
I used to get in trouble in school because
Yes,
I was
sir.
loud.
I'm familiar.
I'm not going to ask you to speak up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just keep your voice loud enough for them to hear at the end of the turn box, okay?
Understood.
All right, I see you're wearing a shirt with some sort of a logo on it. Mr. Deaton, what is that?
That is a logo for West Tennessee Dive, Rescue, and Recovery.
Slow down. West Tennessee.
Dive, Rescue, and Recovery.
What does West Tennessee Dive, Rescue, and Recovery do?
We are a group of non-compensated professional volunteers that provide public safety diving and water response services to agencies in West Tennessee that request us. And we are also the public safety dive team and water response team for the Henderson County, Tennessee Sheriff's Department.
Okay, so you guys, is it fair to say you are called upon or gathered to respond to them in a number of different kinds of situations?
That would be correct.
Including when somebody drowns or somebody's missing in water or.
Yeah, I count Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee. They all count towards the goal. All of them. Everything counts towards the goal. And as a matter of fact, I did get a couple of Venmos today. Dog Grooming Danny sent, please don't go the petty route. Do makeup tutorials and wish lists. Your channel is so beyond and hands down the best on the tubes. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I will never go petty. It's just not my shit. And thank you for that incredible $50 Venmo, Dog Grooming Danny. It's so generous. Thank you. And Chelsea, thank you for your incredible $5 Venmo for the grift. Smiley dude with shades on. Thank you, Chelsea. We appreciate you so much.
Any application where water is involved, we're a viable asset.
And included in your services, your shirt says lead diver.
That's
Are you
correct.
actually a diver?
I am actually a public safety diver, have been since 1999.
And on some occasions, are you asked to look for evidence by law enforcement that doesn't require diving, but is simply in the water?
Yes, ma'am. Anytime something is in the water, we are an asset to be used.
In a situation where you don't have to dive, but you simply have to be in knee-deep water looking for something, how do you do it?
We have to utilize technology to be able to accentuate our abilities to be able to look places that the visual cues are not available. We use technology.
I want you to stop
Yes,
and
ma'am.
use layman's terms.
Okay.
Stop utilizing whatever. Just
We use technology to be able to help us see in the water when you can't see with your eyes.
okay. How do you do that?
Number of different ways, primarily metal detectors.
So are there metal detectors available that are good under the water? I mean,
Yes, ma'am. There are many metal detectors that are available that are completely usable in the water.
I want to draw your attention, please, to this summer, I guess, and ask whether you guys whether your boss, the person that is in charge of West Tennessee Dive Search and Rescue, contacted you and others and asked you to go to a road in Decatur County. John?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where were you asked to go?
We were asked to, originally I was contacted by my chain of command to ready a team for a deployment for a shallow water evidence search.
Ready a deployment. Does that mean go to a,
No, ma'am. Ready a deployment would be prepared to move.
okay, so did you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where did you guys go?
We rendezvoused with agents from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at the truck stop at exit
Thank you,
126 on
Amanda.
And once you went to exit 126 at I-40, did you guys all caravan or go to a different location?
We left from there, led by Tennessee Bureau of Investigation agents, to a location on Joe Holly Road,
And what location in particular on Joe Holiday Road?
near the intersection of Bible Hill Road, sometimes also known as Holiday Road.
And what were you briefed on? What were you asked to look for?
When we arrived on that scene, we were briefed by Agent Booth of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation that we were there to conduct a search of a drainage feature, ditch, creek, stream, whatever you want to call it, that ran alongside of Joe Holiday Road. We were there particularly to search for a piece of evidence that was described to us as being a weapon, further described as a handgun, further described as a revolver.
All right. So how did you begin your search?
We assembled the teams together at the location on the north end of the drainage feature, creek, et cetera, near the crossing over of the box culvert there on the Holly Road or Bible Hill Road, depending on what name you want to call it. At the north end of the Joe Holiday Road, we began at that point. We dispersed our teams from north to south, approximately 100 yards apart, and our projected area of search was only within the bounds of the water itself.
This was the end of May, I believe. of this
May the
year.
25th.
Did all of you begin at the same point and go out, or did you start at different points? How'd you do that?
No, man, we overlapped our teams. We began with one team at the bridge at the north end of the drainage feature. We deployed a team approximately 100 yards south of there in the middle, and we deployed another team 100 yards south of that, would be to the south team. And we
Montana, I'll get to that when we take a little break. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's one of the mysteries. It's one of the mysteries. A lot of people liked Clint in this thing initially because some of the gaping holes in his account of what happened that morning.
began from that point, headed south, so we had overlapping search areas to be able to cover the area completely.
And may I assume, and tell me if I can't, that while searching, your underwater metal detectors picked up things that weren't a handgun?
Absolutely.
So if you hear a beep or a buzz or whatever, then what did y'all do to see what that particular thing was?
Our primary first order was to identify any metallic object that the metal detector said that it was passing over. Our objective was to dig every hit. In other words, we were going to identify every piece of metal that we could possibly identify within the bounds of that drainage feature.
All right, and once a detector went off, and you would
Stop, find out what it was,
so by digging it up.
whatever means necessary.
Okay, I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever means necessary, we would dig it to actually identify with our eyes what that piece of metal was.
All right, I'm going to ask you, look at this picture. You recognize it?
Yes, I recognize that picture.
What is it?
That would be a picture of the drainage feature in question with 2 members of my team and Agent Booth also in the drainage feature during our search efforts.
Ask this to be marked as the next number.
We're at 200.
I'm going to publish that just so the jury knows what it looks like. So you guys are out there in rubber boots.
Thanks,
Moving along,
Julie.
Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's the person in the forefront?
Would be
Just get those beside you. That would help enough, I think.
as we're looking at the picture to the far right of the photograph is a team member of mine, Chad Gillum. He's a career firefighter and EMT in Henderson County Fire Department. In the middle is Samantha Deaton. She's a biology student at Texas State Community College. And then, of course, on the left is Agent Booth of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
So how long were you out there?
From the time we started till terminus,
I'm sorry.
from the time we started till the time we finished,
Yes.
approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. So when you say to the time we finished, what made you stop doing what you were doing?
We located a metal object that was later identified as a revolver.
You say we located it.
That's correct.
Who located it?
My team located it.
Who was on your team?
I was on my team, and Mr. Chad Gillum that is shown in the photograph, and also Mr. Samantha Deaton is also shown in the
So you
photograph.
all 3 found it at the same time?
We were all 3 within a 1-foot radius of each other.
All 3 using underwater metal?
1 metal detector, 2 other, and the other 2 people were actually identifying the objects that were detected by the metal detector.
So when it beat this time, you dug down?
No, ma'am, there was no digging involved. The object was laying on the surface, on the surface of the bottom of the drainage feature underwater, approximately 15 inches.
So what'd you do?
The metal detector cited that it was over top of a large iron-based object. And by that, I mean that the metal detectors make different noises depending on what type of metal it thinks it's over top of.
Okay.
When it made the sound that it was over top of a large iron-based object, I reached into the water with my gloved hands. I retrieved the object that was underneath the metal detecting search coil. As I brought it toward the surface of the water, when it got within about 3 inches of the surface of the water, the outline of a revolver was clearly identifiable.
And what'd you do at that point?
I put the item back on the bottom of the drainage feature, back where it was originally, notified the agents of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Agent Booth was the closest, approximately 15 feet from our location. He came to our place where we were at, and I once again reached in, grabbed the item, brought it up from the bottom.
Yeah, if you guys see, I'm like a half an hour behind in the chat. So I'm putting up chats that are referring to Booth, the last guy who testified. So when you're seeing them, you guys were obviously seeing these in real time, so you probably have the context, but they're worth putting up even though I'm late.
The drainage feature until it was clearly visible about 3 inches below the surface to him that it was clearly the outline of a revolver.
If an object like a revolver appears to have been in the water for some period of time, you just pull it up and dry it off and put it in a bag or do something else?
No, ma'am. Our protocols are for any evidence that we recover in the water remains in the water until we are advised by law enforcement agency to remove it from the water.
And once removed, is it put in a bucket with water?
It is always maintained in a container with the ambient water, the water around where it was discovered, in that container as well to maintain the evidence.
I'm going to show you 2 more pictures. And without showing them to the jury, just tell me if you recognize, these 2 pictures.
I do.
What is the first one?
That is a picture of the location where the object was found. That is a picture of the actual object.
All right. Whose hands are handling that?
Those hands are my hands that are handling that.
All right. I'll ask these be marked as the next 2.
All right, the 201, 202.
And I don't know if you've ever seen this or not. Now, you're the one that found it. Tell me whether or not looking at this picture, if you recognize that, if that appears to be the same,
That does appear to be the same item that we found that night. Yeah, definitely, yes.
just removed from the water.
Yes.
I'm going to ask that be marked as the next one, Judge.
All right, the 203.
evidence to the jury one at a time.
You can show them that.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, get next row right.
It's kind of hard to see,
A little bit.
but you can see better on the picture, so. Okay, whose arms are these?
Those are my arms.
Right, and what do you have in your hand right now?
That is the revolver that we found at the bottom of the drainage feature.
Right, was that placed in this bucket?
This was at the time when Agent Booth had brought the container for us to put the evidence in and had requested that we remove the evidence to the top of the water so that this particular photograph could be taken prior to us putting it into the bucket that had the ambient water in it to contain the evidence.
All right, next one, please. And is this, you guys, I guess, removing it to actually put it into?
That, yes, ma'am, that is me with the shirt on that says West Tennessee Dive Rescue and Recovery on the back.
This guy right here?
That is me.
Right.
And that is at the point where, just prior to the previous picture was taken, that is where I'm bringing the object up for that previous photograph to be taken.
Right, and the left. And is this what,
Oh, this guy thinks he's such a fucking hero, too. You can just hear it. Hero status. I cracked the case. Fucking did it. Dove down there. Got into that fucking drain. Pulled this weapon up. Solved the case. There you go. There you go. Steve Deaton. At your service, ma'am.
what the gun looked like?
That is what the gun looked like when it came up off of the, out of the ditch or out of the drainage feature. Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any further questions.
Cross-examination.
Can you please tell me how far under the water the gun was located?
Approximately 15 inches.
So the water was 15 inches deep?
At that point, yes, ma'am, it was about 15 inches deep.
And how far down under the soil?
It was laying on top of the substrata, on top of the soil. It was not submerged underneath any silt or sediment.
Okay. Could you see it from the creek, or was the water too deep to see it?
The water was too deep and also too murky to be able to visually see the bottom at that depth.
No further questions.
Done? Are you done with him?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Let me just ask you,
Yes, sir.
did you encounter any bad things going in there?
Yes, Your Honor. One of my members did encounter a venomous reptile.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I just have to know that.
I know that, sir. Thank you.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
You're free to go, period, okay? Thank you. 30. I beg your pardon. This is the 30th witness.
Oh, sorry about that, Judge. The 30th witness. So this guy, this judge, which is infamy at this point, was caught red-handed watching a college football game during the trial. Yeah, you heard me right. He had his iPad up there and was watching a college football, or I think it was a high school. So, excuse me, pardon me. I think it was a high school football game, the local team's playoff game. I think. Whatever the case may be, whether it's college or high school may be worse. I mean, either one is unthinkable. But that's who you're dealing with on the bench here, this guy. That's who we're dealing with on the bench. Who, believe it or not, is worse than that douchebag judge down in Texas, who's shitting all over the IT guy, who's levying sanctions against lawyers for reasons unknown, who's got the biggest ego. I mean, his ego is like a total eclipse of the sun. That's how big his head is. Often days you can't see the sun when he walks out of the courthouse because his giant inflated ego just causes his head to expand. So he walks around like he could barely stand. He's swaying at all times because of the size of his being. And as bad as that guy is, this guy, way worse. Because he's doing this shit when people's liberty and life are on the line.
Witness, please.
State House Agent Servinia Braswell.
I think that's what I know it's 30th witness. She doesn't count.
I do. I'm good.
True story. Long overdue. Long overdue.
She's showing 30, jury. Did I just messed it up somewhere.
Nice. Nice.
Right hand, please. Tell me swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Be seated, state your name, first and last, and spell them for the benefit of the court reporter.
Cervinia Braswell, Cervinia Braswell.
Braswell, where do you work?
I'm employed by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. I'm a Braswell, Cervinia Braswell.
Braswell, where do you work?
I keep missing her.
I'm employed by a Braswell.
The Braswell.
Braswell, where do you work?
I'm employed by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. I'm a special agent assigned as a forensic scientist to the Firearms Identification Unit.
And where is your office? Where's your primary located?
My office is in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Shelby Farms area.
How long have you been a special agent for Tennessee Bureau of Investigation?
Approximately 12 years.
And what are your duties there at TBI as a forensic scientist?
I examine fired bullets, cartridge cases, shot shells, and other ammunition components to determine the specific firearm that they were fired in, as well as examining those firearms to make sure that they're functioning properly, and if they're not, to attempt to get them back in working order.
Tell us the jury about your educational background.
I have a Bachelor's of Science degree from the University of Mississippi in forensic chemistry. After graduating, I worked for the Shelby County Medical Examiner's Office as a forensic scientist. And said over 1,000 they were from veterans. Those efforts.
You testified as an expert witness in the courts of Tennessee.
Who gives a
This is a
shit?
picture of the right-hand side of the revolver.
You recognize that?
I do.
What is that?
This is a picture of the right-hand side of the revolver that was brought in by Agent Booth.
I'm going to show you another photo and ask you to identify that.
I can.
What is that?
That's the left side of the revolver.
I'm saying that's to be introduced into evidence as Exhibit 2.
Be 204.
This is the other side of that gun.
It is.
What did you do when you received that weapon?
Well, when a rusted
Just right,
firearm
just
comes
right,
into the laboratory that's been either submerged in water or exposed to wet environments, they require immediate attention. And this is to prevent any further damage or corrosion to the firearm. So this firearm was submitted by Agent Booth to the evidence receiving unit, where it came back to the Firearms Identification Unit. The first priority in examining these type of guns is to make sure the gun's unloaded. And in this case, you can see that the cylinder is rusted closed. So in order to open that, to remove any cartridges that were in there, the gun had to be soaked in a penetrating oil and a rust remover. The gun soaked for approximately 30 minutes, where I removed the gun from the solution and I was able to tap the cylinder open with a rawhide mallet. At that time, this particular gun, the cylinder holds, has 7 chambers. 5 of those chambers were loaded with 32 auto caliber cartridges. 2 of those chambers were empty. I unloaded the gun at this time and put the gun back into the
You said
solution.
2 were what?
2 were empty.
Empty. Okay.
Put the
No
revolver,
casing, cylinder's empty.
5 cartridge cases and 2 empty cylinders,
Okay.
or chambers, sorry.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Gun held 7.
Yes,
Had 5 in it.
yes,
2 empty.
yes.
All right. Once you made the gun safe, you took the ammunition out of it. What did you do?
I put the revolver back into the solution, and this was late Friday afternoon on May 26th. And it remained in the solution until Tuesday morning when I came into work on May 30th. At that time, I removed the revolver out of the solution, and all the hammer and the trigger were starting to move a little bit, and a lot of the rust was gone.
Yeah, runs with dogs, canine. I'm not suggesting it. It was one of the grounds of the post-conviction petition. And his lawyer got on the stand It's worth going back and watching. It's worth going back and watching. We got in about halfway through. Trial and Error podcast covered the whole damn thing. It's 100% worth watching. It's worth your time. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's the partner to this trial, because you see what another attorney looking back on the representation that Zach Adams had during his trial. And that's where you can point out the deficiencies. And it's not just poor direct, poor cross type things. It's far, far more than that. But it's worth your time to go back and look at it. And it's super instructive. And it's also, I love that they're now showing post-conviction evidentiary hearings, because a lot of people still get confused about what you can raise in a direct appeal, which is the first thing that you do after you've been convicted in a criminal case, is you file your direct appeal. It's very, very rare. Some states don't even allow it to have ineffective assistance of counsel being an issue raised on appeal, because the appeal is limited to what's in the record, meaning what's written in the record and what's in evidence in the record. So things like strategic downfalls of the trial lawyer aren't going to be in the record. That comes from the investigation. All the things that were available to the trial lawyer at the time that were not raised, evidence that may have been in existence that for whatever reason weren't brought in and introduced at trial, that especially if it's exculpatory, so all those things come in the post-conviction, not in direct appeal. So there's a big difference there in terms of what you bring in. Newly discovered evidence and ineffective assistance of counsel claims, that is typically in the exclusive purview of post-conviction work, which is a different thing than the appellate track. So check that out. At
that time. So at that time, I removed the revolver out of the solution, and all the hammer and the trigger were starting to move a little bit, and a lot of the rust was gone at that time. So I cleaned the gun with gun solvent, and the purpose of that was to remove any of the remaining oil from the solution that it was soaking in, as well as being able to get into the tighter areas, such as up inside or underneath the trigger, where it goes up into the frame, as well as where the hammer connects down into the frame, to remove any other debris that was there. At that point, the gun was now inoperable condition. So I was able to test fire the gun. I was able to fire 32 S&W long cartridges, which is what the gun's chambered for, as well as 32 auto caliber cartridges, which is what the cylinder was loaded with when the gun was recovered.
What kind of gun is it?
It's an Arminius is the brand. The model is a HW5, and it's a 32 S&W long caliber revolver.
And it's loaded with 32 auto cartridges.
Yes.
Those are the same caliber, but different what?
They're a different caliber. They have different names, but the
thing about Barton McNeil, and I've done one live on it, and it's probably been about 6 months, maybe longer at this point. That's a case where I'm actually advocating. Like when I was down in Central Illinois 2 weeks ago at this point, for a Barton McNeil event where I spoke. So I'm advocating for him in real life, boots on the ground for Bart. But yeah, there's going to be a 3, maybe 4-part Barton McNeil, probably audio only podcast coming up. And Barton McNeil is another case that's insane.
The diameters of the bullets are really close, and so they are interchangeable. They will or can be fired in this revolver.
Major Braswell, I want to show you what's been previously marked as Exhibit 180. Ask you can identify. That's about you proceed.
It is. It's got a barcode that was generated by my laboratory with a unique laboratory case number, exhibit number. It's got my initials and date, when I made this package. And it's got my evidence tape and initials where I sealed the package when I was done with my examination.
Open that up. Is that the gun that you tested?
It is.
Agent Braswell, also in that box is Exhibit 181. It's been marked out for identification previously. Do you have to recognize what Exhibit 181 is?
I do.
What is that?
This is the 532 auto cartridges that were loaded in this revolver when it was recovered.
At this time, state
It's in evidence.
Thank you. I have it back. Put those back in the box. We'll get to court order 2. Exhibit 181. Especially the Braswell, I'd like to show you 2 more pictures and ask if you can identify those.
Okay.
You can
Yes.
beat me to it before I turn it around. What are those?
This is the right side and left side of that same revolver after it had been soaked and cleaned.
And those are pictures of the guy that's in the box.
It is.
You know, say ask those to be marked.
205 to 206.
205 will be the one facing right. 206 the one facing left. I publish those.
You may. Go get lunch.
Special Agent Braswell, Exhibit 205 is on the screen. Tell the jury what they're seeing.
This is the right side of the revolver that you saw in my previous pictures. This is after I cleaned it.
And 206.
And this is the left side of that same revolver.
And did you prepare a report of your examination of this firearm?
I did.
I'll show you another exhibit. Ask if you can identify it.
I can. This is a true and exact copy of the report that I generated for this case.
And I'll stay with that. That be moved into
It's
evidence.
in evidence 207.
All right, so we have the pictures of the weapon as you got it and as you cleaned it.
Yes.
You testified both the 32 S&W long as well as the 32 auto. And
Yes.
your gun worked with both.
It did.
It's designed to work with both, or can work with both.
It can work with both.
Explain to the jury how you go about testing that firearm.
Well, I will open the cylinder, load cartridges in there, close the cylinder, and I have a water tank. It's a large tank filled with water that I shoot the gun into. And that allows me to get bullets that I know came from that gun and cartridge cases that I know came from that gun. So if there's any evidence to compare later down the road, I will have that gun's, what we call a mechanical fingerprint, available to look at on those bullets and cartridge cases.
Thank you. No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon, Agent. My name is Jerry Gonzalez. I'm with the defense team. I'm going to try and win the award for the most loud-speaking attorney. So we'll see how I do. On your report, you mentioned a regional NIBIN system.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
The regional NIBIN system, it's the National Integrated Ballistics Information Network. And what that is a system that we put test-fired cartridge cases in. We put the cartridge cases in, and the system takes digital pictures of those cartridge cases. And those images are sent off to a regional hub, and that hub will send back correlations or a list of possible firearm or other cases that may be associated with that particular gun, may have that same mechanical fingerprint present.
So is putting it another way, is it used to help
you,
solve
Cigarette.
other crimes, for example, where you have a bullet but you don't have a gun, and then you find a gun, so you shoot it and you see if the 2 bullets match?
It can be, but it's on cartridge cases only.
Okay.
No bullets.
The cartridge cases.
Yes.
Right. But so rephrasing that, it's if you have a cartridge case from an unsolved crime, for example, and you find a gun, you shoot the gun with cartridge cases to see if the 2 cartridge cases match.
Yes. If you don't know that 2 cases are linked, that's a way to be able to see if other cases are involved.
Right. And then you can say this gun is correlated with this other casing that was found in the crime scene, for example.
Right. And then at that point, all the evidence from both scenes would be brought in, and those would be examined under a comparison microscope by a trained firearms examiner.
Now, do you know if there was a 32 casing found in this case?
Not to my knowledge.
There was not, right?
Not to my knowledge. No.
So when you were shooting that to get the casing out of the water tank, you weren't really doing that to solve anything unknown about the Holly Bobo case. You were seeing if that gun would match with some other unknown case, right? Right, not unknown case, but another case other than the Holly Bobo case.
Correct. It's part of our protocol that if we have a firearm, we will test fire that firearm, and those cartridge cases are entered into the NIBIN system.
Do you remember what you used, what chemicals you used to clean the gun?
I do.
Can you say what those chemicals were?
So I soaked. You talking about early start to finish?
Yes.
The penetrating oil is called Cano-Penophyte, and that was mixed with a little bit of a vapor rust, which is a non-corrosive rust remover. And then when I removed the gun on May 30th, I cleaned it with Break Free and gun scrubber.
Did you use an air hose at all to remove excess oil, for example?
No.
You want that? Where is, if you know, where is the Arminius gun manufactured?
Germany.
So it's a German-made gun.
It is.
Do you know what year it was?
I do not.
Thank you. That's all I have.
So Montana, yeah. First of all, thank you for your incredible generosity. That's the thing that never made sense with the Clint stuff in terms of what he saw and just the logic of it all. Like you said, if somebody's dragging you, the first thing you're doing is you're dropping everything in order to fight back. Claw face, rip hair out of skull, punch balls, gore eyes, all the things that you'd be doing. You're not going to be hanging on to your shit. Like you said, a lunchbox, get the fuck out of here. Any of it. You're dropping it all. And you're running. So that's where we reach the dilemma. Right? I mean, it almost seems as if she knew the person. Because why would the killer grab that shit? I mean, the only reason that I could think potentially is if she had swung the lunchbox to smash the guy in the face, and the killer had the wherewithal to be like, oh, well, shit, she hit me in the face with that lunchbox. I better take it with me because it's probably got my DNA on it. Which, if you're a stranger to Holly Bobo and you're on her property abducting her, I don't know if you're going to have the wherewithal to think to do that. I don't know. It's one of those perplexing parts of this case. Almost as perplexing as this gun being introduced into evidence. It reminds me of the case that I cover with Lauren Pachenko with Julie Beverly, where they went out to a fucking dump because there was a knife used in the homicide. They literally went out to a garbage dump and searched for 2 days in just piles of garbage and brought back random knives they found, which somehow got introduced at trial, even though they can't link it at all to the killing or to Julie Beverly or to the household. Yet the shit got sent back. Not only was it introduced, it got sent back with the jury. It's the same thing here. This gun has no business being in this trial. None. Zero. And I was telling DB, I sent them because the issues with the round and the measurements of the exit wound are just, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare scenario in terms of what caliber round actually went through her head. It's crazy. Yeah, I can tell I'm going to get more and more furious.
The Niven system, you sent your results and put that in the system?
I did.
There were no associations?
That's correct.
Maybe in the future, if there's an association, not here that we've got the gun, but that's put into the system in case something else comes up.
That's correct.
You're not aware of anything else coming up yet in this case?
I don't.
I don't want to belabor this, but you got your bullet with you, the demonstration bullet?
I do.
Tell the jury the difference between the cartridge casing and the bullet.
Your Honor, can I stand up?
Yes.
So this entire,
Agent, you just step over here.
Get the other lights.
You're on the cover. Protect yourself.
so the entire component is the cartridge. It's made of a bullet, the gunpowder inside the cartridge, the cartridge case, and a primer. So what happens when the gun is fired? In this case, the hammer will move forward and push the firing pin through the breech face, and that strikes the back of the primer in this area. That creates a spark. That spark lights the gunpowder inside the cartridge. When enough pressure is
What the fuck is this hot dog she has up there? Is that like that's like a pig in the blanket, right? Is that what she's got up there? The demonstrative evidence is a pig in a blanket. All right.
built up, it forces that bullet out of the cartridge and down the barrel of the firearm. As the bullet travels down the barrel, that gun's mechanical fingerprint is scraped along the side of the bullet. So those are the marks that we look at under the microscope to examine bullets together.
Ooh, I
The
love it.
firing pin and the marks
proud.
around on the breech face, which is the block of metal that surrounds the firing pin, are what mark the back of the cartridge case. It's that same pressure that forces that bullet down the barrel, forces that cartridge case back up against that breech face. So we look at those marks under the microscope to see if two cartridge cases were fired from the same gun or a particular gun. So the cartridge cases are what is entered into NIVIC.
Even though you didn't have a cartridge casing or a spent bullet that you could have for comparison, you were able to determine that the firearm did work.
Yes.
One more.
Okay.
Were you able to read the serial number on the weapon?
I was.
Did you associate that serial weapon with any other known or unknown crimes?
I don't run the serial number, our agent does.
Do you have any information that would help you answer that question?
I do not.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
We get her report.
We did enter
Put
a
that
report.
evidence, I want to make sure it's you.
207.
Okay. Yeah. The computer instructions I gave you, the outfit and we got rotate this host from you.
For a living. That day.
Yeah, he is not a judge that I give a shit hearing about what he's saying. Sorry. Okay.
For a living.
I clean houses.
Thank you.
P-O-R-R-I-S.
All right, thank you. You can proceed.
What do you do for a living?
I clean houses.
Did you have the opportunity to clean the house of Miss Dottie in Decatur County, Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Miss Dottie was the owner of Dottie's VP and Marine.
Yes, sir.
We'll take you back to April 13, 2011, the day Holly Bobo was taken. You remember that day?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing that day?
I was cleaning Miss Dottie's house.
Was Mr. Victor Dinsmore there?
Yes, sir.
What time did you arrive that morning?
Probably between 8 and 9.
Mr. Dinsmore, was he there before you got there?
I'm not quite sure which one of us got there first.
Was he there that morning with you?
Oh, yes.
And how long were you at Miss Dottie's house?
Till about 5 that afternoon.
Mr. Dinsmore there until that afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thanks, Iceman.
And some people visit that afternoon?
Yes.
Tell the jury what happened that afternoon.
Okay, it was probably between 2:30 and 3:30.
That's
I was headed to the laundry
Thank you
room.
for your support.
And she has 2 sliding glass doors. And I seen images, so I kind of backed up and looked. And I seen 3 guys by a pickup truck talking to Victor
Where were they, these 3 guys in the pickup, where were they talking to Victor?
out in the front, in the driveway at Dottie's. That would be behind the house.
The driveway comes up around the side of the house toward the back.
Yes, sir.
Victor was in the back talking to these
What
3.
time did you say?
Between 2:30 and 3:30.
Between 2:30 and 3?
Yeah.
So it depends, Mother Marcia. If it's a civil case, because I don't know how they do it and what state you live in or what jurisdiction, county you live in. So when you get jury duty, a summons in Illinois, when you head to the courthouse, you don't necessarily know if it's going to be civil or criminal, meaning what trial you're going to be a juror in, what type of trial. So here you kind of know if you're going to what we call the old courthouse, that's where the civil matters are heard. So you know you're going to be on a civil jury. And if you go into, the new courthouse, that's where all the criminal stuff is. So you know that you're going to be a criminal juror, criminal trial juror. So, and it really goes to your bias. Like, it's not going to immediately, if you say, yeah, my son is an agent for state law enforcement, because they'll ask that question initially when you get in there, does anybody have relations to law enforcement? If it's not an agency that's involved with the case, that might be cause to get rid of you, meaning that the lawyers would not have to use a challenge to get rid of you. And that would be cause because there's a potential real conflict that exists there. If you happen to be the mother of the agency that's involved with the case, if your kid is just an agent in a agency that doesn't have any involvement with the case, then they're going to ask you questions about whether or not the fact that your son is, and it'll get like, you won't get excused for cause, but the defense lawyers will probe and they'll say, okay, well, because of your son's position with whatever law enforcement agency it is, does that create a bias for you in terms of giving more credence to law enforcement agents when they take the stand? Which it might, you're proud of your kid. Kid's a cop. You know your kid to be a righteous dude. So, that may have you thinking certain ways about law enforcement. You may think all cops are my kid. My kid's amazing. And only amazing people are cops, which obviously we know is not true. So they'll probe you into that aspect of your bias, and if that exists, and if the fact that your son's in law enforcement, if that will affect your ability to be fair and impartial. And you have to be honest. All we ever ask for is lawyers, is for jurors, potential jurors, to be honest. There's no wrong or right answer. There's no shame in saying, yeah, I probably will have a tendency to believe what cops say on the stand because my son's a cop. And therefore, I love cops. There's no shame in that. The shame would be if you kept that silent and sat on a jury, and you did not disclose that on the front end. And then that's how you were processing the information. Like, if you were confronted with things where it appears that law enforcement was not acting on the up and up, or they were not competent in their investigation, and you just find it hard to believe based on your son's occupation, that's a problem. Then you probably shouldn't sit on the jury. But if you can put all of that aside and take the lessons that we try to teach you on this channel about how to be a good juror, sit on that thing. It's an amazing experience. It just is. There's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it that you can do. And it's, to me, the most important civic duty that there is.
What I can remember.
Okay, I didn't quite understand you. I heard you say it.
You saw only 3 people in addition to Mr. Dinsmore in the back.
Yes, sir.
You know who one of those 3 people was?
Yes, sir.
Who was one of those 3 people?
Jason Autry.
I didn't know who Jason Autry was.
Actually, I know his mother.
So you know who Mr. Autry was?
Yeah.
How tall was Mr. Autry?
Tall.
Tall.
Jason.
3 guys in the pickup, where were they talking to people?
All right, we're going to go back.
Doing 2011, the day Holly Bobo was taken. You remember that day?
Yes.
What were you doing that day?
I was cleaning Miss Dottie's house.
Was Mr. Victor Dinsmore there?
Yes, sir.
What time did you arrive that morning?
Probably between 8 and 9.
Mr. Dinsmore, was he there before you got there?
I'm not quite sure which one of us got there first.
Was he there that morning with you?
Oh, yes.
And how long were you at Miss Dottie's house?
Till about 5 that afternoon.
Mr. Dinsmore there until that afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Did some people visit that afternoon?
Yes.
Tell the jury what happened that afternoon.
Okay, it was probably between 2:30 and 3:30. I was headed to the laundry room, and she has 2 sliding glass doors. And I seen images, so I kind of backed up and looked, and I seen 3 guys by a pickup truck talking to Victor.
Where were they? These 3 guys in the pickup, where were they talking to Victor?
Out in the front, in the driveway at Dottie's. That would be behind the house.
driveway comes up around the side of the house toward the back.
Yes, sir.
Victor was in the back talking to these
What
three.
time did you say?
Between 2:30 and 3:30.
Between 2:30 and 3?
Yeah, what I can remember.
Okay, I didn't quite understand. You heard you say it.
You saw only 3 people in addition to Mr. Dinsmore in the back.
Yes, sir.
You know who one of those 3 people was?
Yes, sir.
Who was one of those 3 people?
Jason Autry.
How do you know who Jason Autry was?
Actually, I know his mother.
You say you knew who Mr. Autry was?
Yeah.
How tall was Mr. Autry?
Tall.
Tall. You know what they were talking about?
I have no idea.
See any other activity in the back?
No, sir.
That's what.
Bro,
Hello, Ms. Dorris. My name is Jennifer Thompson. Debbie, I'm sorry, Dottie, Miss Dottie, everyone's referring to her as Miss Dottie, but her name is Dottie Cooley, isn't that correct?
What the hell? It looks like the sound is a full, I don't know. We haven't even seen Jennifer on the screen yet, so sound and picture not lined up. It's not a Bob problem. It's a law news problem. I know that that's an issue with some of these videos. They're very old. I mean, shit, law news is what's now known as Law and Crime. So, which now owns Core TV.
Yes, ma'am.
And this day that you were there with Victor Dinsmore, you had not met Victor Dinsmore before that day, had you?
No, I hadn't.
Okay. And you didn't know him before?
No.
And so how is it that have you met him since or seen him since?
I've seen him maybe a couple times. That's it.
What other times have you seen him?
There was one time my husband used to work at the Shell gas station at the interstate. I was there and he come in and got gas then. And that was probably it. We actually worked 2 days together at Dottie's.
Okay. No further questions.
no.
Yes.
Jesus.
Okay, Ms. Doris, you may be excused, or if you wish to join us in the courtroom, you may.
Oh, God. DB, do me a favor in chat. Explain to the people Victor Dinsmore's relevance to this case in terms of the state's theory here. Because people may not be understanding why Victor Dinsmore matters.
I do so.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next.
Mike Frizzell.
Frizzell. With an F.
With an F.
I'm gonna have to spell it anyway.
Absolutely. There's some Z's and there's some L's.
DB, another question. Is there, I know you've watched this, is there any way to line this up, or is this just how it is with the sound in the picture? If you remember, I don't necessarily have expectation that you clearly remember that the sound on this particular day is not lined up, but I'm curious if I like refresh it, or I'll try to refresh it because it's enough to be annoying.
DORRIS.
All right, thank you. You can proceed.
Might have worked.
Raise your right hand, sir. Tell me swear the testimony you have to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you guys.
I do, sir.
Be seated, state your first and last name, and spell it, and then through the court.
My first name is Michael, Michael. Last name is Frizzell, Frizzell.
Before I start questioning, Your Honor, I'm going to make an announcement to the court and to the jury with the consent of the defense. There will be stipulations entered later in this trial with regard to authenticity of records that Agent Griselle is going to testify about. We've done that both sides to speed this up. There's also going to be
Any
provided.
stipulation be provided the other way?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Both their records, our records. Also, even to speed it up faster, there's going to be a list provided to the jury of telephone numbers with the people whose telephones that belongs to, provided to the jury later as well. Individuals that Mr. Phil testified about today. But other
Wow.
individuals-
Yeah, it's still fucked up.
We've done all that, try to speed. Both sides have done all that, try to speed everything up.
I really appreciate it, and the attorneys are aware. I've tried to encourage where we could, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, he did?
We're here to talk today about phone numbers and a bunch of stuff like that. Agent Griselle, is that right?
Yes, sir.
It's Saturday. None of us want to be here. All right. We've been in this trial for a week. Some of this stuff may be dry. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to work and get through it. Okay.
Sure had an opportunity to coffee up this morning.
Oh, good. Good.
Of course, that might bring up another issue. We might have to take a break at some time. If you do, just let me know, okay?
Thanks, K. Riggs.
Agent, can you tell us who you are, what you do?
I'm an assistant special agent in charge with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, part of our technical services unit. I'm also assigned to the FBI as a task force officer and on the child sexual exploitation task force. And I am a member of the CAST team, which is a cellular analysis survey team for the FBI.
And to do those things, in particular, or part of those duties include looking at call detail records, and that is records produced regarding telephone.
That's correct, yes.
To do that, have you had special training, special education?
I have. It's CAST training is about a 5.5-week program, and that consists of a 2-day basic course. If you pass that, you get invited to a 1-week advanced course. It's very intense, long. And then if you pass that, you get invited to a 4-week certification course. And that consists of being trained, looking at records, and engineers from each major cell phone provider comes in and teaches us things.
Your Honor, if it would speak, that we're going to stipulate that he's an expert in the area of cellular telephone tracking.
Let the record show everybody.
In fact, you testified as an expert with regard to the sort of call detail records many times in the past.
Yes, sir, I have.
You've looked at these things many times in the past.
That's correct.
Have you prepared a report for us today?
Yes,
Does that report include analysis of certain phone numbers that we asked you to look at
it does. Yes,
for certain time periods?
that's correct. Yes,
Would that report aid in your testimony here today?
yes, it would.
Your Honor, I would offer that as evidence this time, the state sex number today.
The exhibit 208.
That's this report.
Okay, let me show it to Ms. Thompson.
I can see.
Your Honor, I have extra copies if you'd like to have one to go along with.
I'd love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We've got this published this as we go, Judge, via this projector and a PowerPoint. The PowerPoint's the same as the report.
All right, he said he showed you the lights. We get a new person every day. Kill that and then kill that row.
All right, obviously this is just the cover page of the report, is that right?
That's correct.
We've got 3 telephone numbers there, is that correct?
It is.
That will be the light level. You're still going to be able to see your report.
Oh, yes, sir. I see it fine. Thank you.
And would you agree to me, we're going to talk a lot about these 3 numbers as we go through this report.
Yes, we are.
The top number being the number that belongs to Zach Adams.
That's correct.
The second number being the number that belongs to Jason Autry.
That's correct.
And the third number being the number that belongs to the victim, Holly Bobo.
That is correct.
Yes. Yeah, yes. You've got the answer.
I have it.
Oh, you go.
I can operate it for you, or you can have it.
No, you're better than me.
Okay, you just tell me which one you want to go
Try
to.
use an easel is that.
Sure, you just tell me which page you want, and I'll get us
All
there.
right, let's go with one. All right, this provides background, what was asked for, and need you to explain what kind of records we're looking at, what we're doing with them, stuff like that.
Well, phone records, these are all ATT phone records, all 3 of these numbers. And so they'll come in a certain format you can see on a slide to come that explains how to read those records. And once we get there, it'd be easier for me to show.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here on page 4. So this is an example. So the first column to the left is the date. The second column is the connection time. that call was made or received. Then the seizure time. So what that is the ring time when the person hits the send button on the phone when they make a call. So that's the ring time. And then you see the originating number, that's who placed the call. Terminating number, that's who received the call. The duration is in seconds, minutes and seconds. In this case, you'll see the top one's 16:0:16, so that's 16 seconds. And you see the next one down 3:39, that's 3 minutes and 39 seconds. And then you see the calling party number, that's the person that placed the call. Then there's an IMEI, that's called a International Mobile Equipment Identifier. That's a unique identifier to the actual phone handset itself. Then the next column is called an IMSI, International Mobile Subscriber Identity. That is a number specific to a SIM card that you plug into the phone. So that is specific to the subscriber. So the equipment identifier is the phone itself. SIM card is the subscriber identity. And then there's some transaction type codes here. And then the last column is the cell location. So that's the cell tower that was used. The first number in this top one is 1609. Now, can you hear me okay? The cord's a little short. Let's try it this way. 1609, that identifies what we call a LAC, a location area code. The next number past that is actually the cell ID, the tower number. The first four numbers, 3152 is the tower number, and the last number, in this case 2, is the sector that was used. And then AT&T does it backwards. They have longitude, then latitude. That's the location for the tower itself, and then the azimuth of the sector.
You're going to explain to us here in a second the basis of how a cell phone tower works, what it means about these sectors. We're going to hear that in a minute. Is that right?
Sure. Yeah.
But with regard to records like this that you got these, you said, from AT&T.
AT&T, yes.
And by these records, I can tell what phone called what other phone.
That's correct.
It records the sender and the receiver.
That's correct.
I can tell how long this call lasted for.
That's correct.
Now, can I tell how long they talked or just how long this call lasted for?
How long it lasted for.
Okay, so if I see, for instance, that's that 16-second call at the start, that could be 16 seconds worth of talking. Is that right?
That's correct.
Or that could be just 16 seconds of ringing.
No, it's going to be a connection time. So it's connected at this point.
Okay.
So that's 16 seconds of something that went on.
Okay, so that's 16 seconds after the ring.
That's right.
Okay.
Calls
so
answered.
the ringing is if I go up to seizure, over to the left of seizure time.
That's correct.
Okay. So for that first call, just if we were going to try to do this first call, there was 27 seconds of ringing. Is that right?
Hit the send button 27 seconds before it's answered.
All right. And then there's an answer, and there's some whatever's happened on the phone for 16 seconds.
That's correct.
And you're given information regarding the actual phone that makes this call.
Yes.
And you're given information with regard to the SIM card, I guess, that is responsible for the call, or the account.
Yes. So the phone is the IMEI. So just remember EI, equipment identifier. So equipment being the handset. And then the last one, IMSI, just remember SI, subscriber identity. So that's the SIM card that goes in the actual handset.
And then you're given information about what tower this cell phone utilizes.
That's correct.
And information about, I know we don't know where it is yet, information about what sector on that tower.
That's correct.
Okay, well, explain for us sectors, towers, trying to use these records to get a general idea about where a phone is at a particular time.
Generally speaking, towers are set up in sectors so the providers can offer more capacity. So there's 360 degrees that they have to cover. So think of a compass or the clock on the back of the wall is a good example back here. So generally a sector covers 120 degrees. That's not always the case, but generally speaking, that's the way that so we can get 3 120s to make 360. So let's take, for example, if you look at the clock on the back of the wall. So if I see an azimuth of, that's, just think of a compass. So compass 0 to 360 all the way around. So like the clock on the wall, 12 being straight up north. So if I see 0 as the azimuth, that is going to be the center point of that sector. So I'm looking down the center and I want to go 60 degrees to the left, 60 degrees to the right. 60, 60 makes 120. So 12 o'clock being 0, if I wanted to make just from 12 to 4, so each hour hand would represent 30 degrees on a compass. So 1 would be 30 degrees, 2 would be 60, 3, 90, 4, 120. If I had it set that way, from 12 to 4 would make 120. That'd be sector 1. From 4 to 8 o'clock, be
I actually don't mind that this guy's standing in front of the witness constantly because the shit's not lined up. It's like the one circumstance when I'm fine with the lawyer standing in front of the witness where we can't see him. Because I don't know about you, like usually it's like a second and a half, like where the picture and the words are off. This is so obscenely off that it's really irritating. So I just assume this dude with this glorious bald head staying in front of the witness the whole goddamn time. Oh, sorry for my taking the Lord's name in vain there. It slips sometimes. Yeah, this guy is ass. This guy is ass.
come on around, that'd be my next 120 sector. That would be sector 2. And then from 8 o'clock back to 12 o'clock is my final 120 sector. It'd be sector 3.
I mean, I don't want to be an ageist here because I am an old man, but can you really trust a boomer with phone data? I kid. I'm gonna get all our senior subs out there in my ass, and it's well deserved. But I mean it.
I'm like a cell phone tower, right? I'm divided into 3, what we're calling sectors. Is that right?
That's right.
And I'm listening or whatever they call it, sort of like this, out this direction.
I mean, if my dad at 80 years old got on the stand and was testifying as a cell phone expert, I'd be like, hey man, on cross, I'd say, well, sir, isn't it true that you're still operating an iPhone 3 with the home button and have never had an Apple ID and have never updated? You're still on the original iOS. Isn't that true, sir? So you're going to expect this jury to believe that a man who still, I don't know, whatever. I mean, maybe this guy's not ass, but he's ass.
That's correct.
And I'm listening like out this direction.
That's correct.
And then I'm listening out like this direction.
That's correct.
So I got a total listen to the whole circle.
Listen to the whole circle.
Just divide it.
That's correct.
So can you use records like this and tower information having to do with what you just explained, the sectors, to get a general idea about where a certain phone is at a particular time?
So when a phone, it has activity on the network, is in a call, receiving a call, text message, some sort of activity on the network, it's going to populate in the call records, the call detail records, which tower was used and which sector it was used during that event, that communication event. So we can get an idea about which side of that tower was being used, and we can get a general idea of the geographic location the phone is in. We can't give an exact location.
And you said if there's activity?
Must be activity. So, example.
Is that guy trying to give me a family hug? No, sir. No, I don't think so, bro. No family hugs for you. No family hugs for you, sir.
This phone is off. This is my phone. But if it were on, it would be in idle mode. I'm not doing anything with it. It's not going to show anything in a call detail record because it's just in idle mode. And so I have to do something. I have to either make a call, receive a call, initiate a data session, something like that.
So right now, if somebody's trying to figure out where your cell phone is by looking at your records, after today, and your phone's off right there in your pocket right now, there'd be no way to know.
No.
Okay. You have to actually be getting a call, or placing a call, or text, or some activity.
Some sort of activity for it to populate in the call record, yes.
Let's explain one more thing for me, and then we're going to get to the meat of things. You said activity. Okay. I place a call, receive a call, send a text, get a text. That counts as activity.
Yes.
Is there also occasions where phone company can ping a phone or somehow create activity or something?
They can try to get a location for a device. It's a common word that's used around. It's called ping. It's a location-based services. So to ping a phone, what they're trying to do at law enforcement, we use it at these things in AMR alerts, fugitive cases and things like that to try to pin down a tighter location for a phone rather than just based on a sector. Then they try to triangulate. If they can pull information from more than one tower for a device, we get a more accurate location. If they only pull it, we're able to get it from one tower, then it's not so accurate. So what we can do then with that information, in of itself, it's just, it helps us some. But if we can take that information to get a larger and better picture based on what witnesses have told us in a crime, or say if it's a fugitive, we're looking for somebody, do they live in that area? Do they have acquaintances in that area? Is there evidence that was found in that area? That gives us a better picture as to what's happening.
All right, so, and just I want to understand this. We actually have heard a little bit of testimony about this already, but I want to understand this. If AT&T or whoever your provider is pings the phone because we're interested, where is it? Somebody's missing or whatever it is, and then ping a phone. Does that give me like a spot on this earth where that phone is? Is it like GPS or something?
No, it's not GPS. GPS is satellite based. This is network based, cell tower, ground based things. So they're trying to get, let's say you're a tower, I'm a tower, and the officer over here in the corner is a tower. If it pulls from all three towers based on a device, based on timing, so signal goes out from you, your signal gets to the handset and gets back to you at a certain time. I'm the next tower and it goes out, comes back at a different time. His is the third. It gets us a better location, but it's not an exact location.
So it's not like AT&T push a button, and for instance, if I was interested in where your phone, and they push a button and tell you, all right, Mike Frizzell's phone is in the courthouse right here in Savannah.
With newer technology now, it gets a little better. With technology back in 2011, in that area, not so much.
Instead, from what I understood, is they'll give you a possible area.
They call it confidence level, and so they give us a radius they'll give us a latitude and longitude to plot. Again, that's not GPS. That's just a best guess estimation, and they'll give us a confidence rating. They call it based in meters, and that's a radius. So we'll go out the radius from both sides of that point. Now we have our circle, and we can concentrate in that area for what we're looking for. So
ping Mike Frizzell's phone in 2011, and there's going to be a big circle for the possible area. It's probably a good idea to start looking.
In this case, particularly, yes. More urban areas, more towers, it gets smaller.
We're going to get into the meat of things, but first I want to just make one thing clear at the start. Okay? At the time of this abduction, all right, when I asked that, let's say 7:30 to a few minutes after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
At the time of this abduction, looking at cell phone records and tower information, do we have any idea where Zach Adams' phone is, where Shane Austin's phone is, where Dylan's Adams' phone is, or where Jason Autry's phone is?
No.
And why is it that we have no idea at the time of the abduction?
Well, there was nothing reflected in the call detail records for those phone numbers you just mentioned. So didn't see any activity. So there's nothing for us to find there now. There's reasons that could be. Either their phones were turned off, just like mine is now, or it was on, but there was just not any calls being placed or received, or it was in a service in an area that it could not receive service.
So with regard to all the defendants at the time of the abduction, either their phones are off, they're not having any activity, or they're in areas where they don't get coverage.
That's correct.
You can proceed to slide 8. We'll just go ahead and get to the evidence. All right. Told you it was going to be maybe a little dry, but we're going to do this, okay?
Okay.
Tell me what we're looking at. What box should we start with? What these symbols, where should we start? And we'll start explaining stuff in the first one.
Well, what this represents is what you've already identified as the victim's phone.
All right, so this is her phone number, Holly Bobo.
731-549-7352. That's correct.
And we're looking for, it looks like we're looking at a period of time.
Period of time from 7:30 a.m. to through 9:06 a.m. on April 13th, 2011.
All right, and where do we start?
Well, let's look at 681 Swan Johnson Road. There's a little pink box
right
there, and that's the location of the Bobo residence.
Okay.
On this map. So now you see different tower locations. I was wondering, would it be okay if I step down and point, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll try to speak up in a minute.
Yeah, just try to make sure the jury has a clear view of what's before you.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather use laser pointer or?
You know, lasers tend to get
Okay.
bothersome sometimes, I think. So these represent a tower. Okay. This CID is called a cell ID. That's the tower identification number I talked about earlier. So 1253 is the tower number. This last number 1 is the sector that was used. So based on the information in the call records, I can tell you what that sector, which way it's pointing. So this is what we're looking at. At 7:30 a.m., her phone was using this tower. And the rest of the time's down through here, 7:31, 7:40, 8:07, 8:09, 8:10, and 8:11. But if you look, 7:33, tower 1264, sector 1, was used at 7:33. So that's what these call-out boxes represent, phone calls at particular times. So we go from here, that 12531 jumps down to here to this other tower.
Does that mean that between 7:30 and,
All right, this map sucks. You know who's got an amazing map? But I need him to come on to work it. DB, our boy, has an amazing map. I'm just going to show you. He'd need to come on to really kind of work it for me because I'm old and I'm tech challenged. But I'm just going to pull it up real quick so you can see. And, whenever DB wants to jump on, he can walk us through it because it puts this piece of shit that we're looking at up on the screen to shame, to absolute shame. So let me see here. All right, hold on. I want to just pull it up real quick just so you guys can see what we're dealing with here. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is the masterpiece that DB put together. So what I don't know how to do, DB, is be able to pull off items that I don't want on there in order to kind of clear it up. Like if we wanted to see various locations without having the markers on there, or we wanted to look at the markers without having. So, but this thing's incredible. Like this is the case in a nutshell, essentially, right here. This map. So this shows the ATM location, which became a major piece of the post-conviction case in terms of a video that was always there, but for some reason never made its way substantively into trial. And we've got the abduction site. It's got everything. It's got everything. It's an incredible bit of work here. And we've got just everything you could want. Markers, it's got everything. But we really need, shows where Holly's phone was located and recovered. We really need our boy on here to walk us through it, especially when it comes to the calls, the pingings. So you can see Holly Bobo's phone, where it's pinging, what sector it was pinging. You can see all that's HB is Holly Bobo. It's incredible, really. You think he put a little work into this? I think so. This is the tower closest to Zach's home. It's his home tower. Got Zach Adams here at 1037, pinging all the way up here, which again, So this is where the state alleges that the homicide took place. Up here. Okay, and then for reasons unknown, they come all the way down here. And this is where the body is discovered. Right there. So a man who's skilled in the way of maps would be able to give us the distance between those two places. It's really just an incredible piece of work. Super, super helpful. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Yeah, one of these days I'll get him on and he'll go through it all with us. I promise he'll do it. All right, let me pull the trial back up. It's incredible work, though. I've started that thing many, many, many times. All right. I wish I knew how to operate it better. Yeah, he's definitely a real one. There's no doubt about that. Okay, bring the trial back up. All right.
7:33. So I mean, at 7:33, she had already moved necessarily?
I don't think so in this case, and this is why. Because it goes right back. We see towers being used all through here. There's probably a little area of coverage for this tower this way down here. Sometimes it's not always the closest tower that's used. Sometimes there's a little island of coverage. Most of the time, what a phone wants to do is use the strongest, cleanest signal when it makes a connection. So let me explain something. So like these chandeliers in the court, pretend like those are towers. So if I wanted to read my credentials right now, what I would want to do is use the best light, generally the closest tower, so that I can see the other towers. If this is my phone, I can see those, and sometimes I will connect to ones for various reasons. It's a little further away.
So all these are towers and you're standing right there and you're using your cell phone. You may expect it to be on that tower right there.
I would, if we had lights on, this would be lit. That'd be the one I'd use.
But it could be on this tower right here
Could be.
and maybe even this one over here.
At times, it could.
Okay. So it's not a hard, if I understand it right, it's not a hard and fast, if I'm standing in a certain place, I'm necessarily going to utilize a certain tower.
That's correct, but most of the time it's going to be the closest, but not always.
Okay. And so we have Holly, 7:30-ish, at this tower closest to her home. Is that correct, Holly's phone?
This one, and then at 7:53 and 7:59, this tower right in the town of Parsons, it's used. Then the Parsons Tower, the 12573 is the one in Parsons. This one is in a community called Chesterfield. I'm very familiar with that community. It comes back over to that tower at 8:07, 7:40, 8:09. So after the 8 o'clock hour, it's still using this one. This has got a coverage area up here. Where we start seeing transition take place is at 8:17.
Okay.
So it moves north. It uses a tower several miles north of our house. This tower, 10962, is situated on Shiloh Road, right along Interstate 40, and I'm very familiar with that road as well.
Interstate 40 is north of her house?
Yes.
Okay.
So at 8:17 and again at 8:26, we know that phone used this southern-facing sector for this tower on Shiloh Road.
And I see another tower over here.
That tower, 31523, is to the east of the Shiloh Tower, and it was used at 9:06 a.m.
Okay.
Well, and all these are inbound calls. After you can see incoming. All these are incoming calls. Nothing's going out. Only thing that went out was at 7:42, 7:33.
Okay. So she's not making any calls at this point. She's just people are trying to call her or text her.
People trying to get contact with that phone. Yes.
And At this point, we're up here, you said near the tower on Shiloh Road.
Shiloh Road, yes.
And then this tower here, where is this one located?
That's on Cox Road, but basically at the intersection of Highway 641 and Interstate 40.
And we're going to hear a little bit about later this community right here that I'm circling. What is this community?
Yellow Springs.
Yellow Springs. Okay. This is the information, if I'm right, that you collected and looked at having to do with her towers.
That's correct.
Okay. You proceed to the next slide. Can you proceed to the next slide?
I did.
Oh, you did. I'm slow. We heard testimony here. Well, let me just ask you: did at some point was AT&T asked to ping this phone?
Yes, the Gator County Sheriff's Office had that done. Yes,
And the result of those pings were that later transmitted to you?
they were.
And tell us what we're looking at now.
So this is what the ping data would look like. So we have the blue dot, the little pin. So right here at 8:57, the location-based searches or ping was obtained from AT&T.
Let me interrupt you. I know we want to hear about this, but right here we have what looks like what we saw before, this tower.
It's the same thing, same call.
Okay, so we've put on this chart, would you agree with me? We have the two towers that she utilized between 8:17 and 9:06, the ones that we just looked at.
That's correct.
The ones
The
near,
last one, the 826 actually on Shiloh Road.
okay, and the other one here near Yellow Springs.
That's correct.
So that's the tower stuff that we've already seen.
Yes,
But now these blue dots show something different.
that's the pings.
Okay.
So the confidence rating we talked about earlier, this was 4,448 meters, almost 4,500 meters. That's a rather large radius. So we take that, go out 4,448 meters this direction, 4,448 meters the other direction. Now we have our circle.
Okay, we have our circle, and you can see it here. Is that
This
right?
first circle.
Yeah, this first one.
There's going to be some overlap.
And from a ping like this, I know that we have this pin here, and I assume in the middle of the circle. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, but could that phone be over here in the circle, over here in the circle, over here in the
Anywhere.
circle? It could be
Anywhere
anywhere
in
in
that
that circle. So the ping doesn't tell you any information about where it is within the circle. Just here's the circle you should draw.
That's correct.
And this ping is in what areas does this circle encompass?
That area is just a little bit south of the first one and a little bit east.
And the first one, I'm just talking about the first one. What area of Tennessee, what area is that circle drawn in here?
That is along Interstate 40.
Okay, that's what,
I know this tower is right on, not exactly on it, but right at the Henderson County and Carroll County line.
okay.
So we're in northern Henderson County, southern Carroll County, and right over here somewhere close to Decatur County line.
And we got Yellow Springs, is that right?
Yes,
And we've got Holiday.
that's right,
Okay.
which is Benton County.
And so her phone by 8:57 has made it north. And we've got a circle that encompasses a large area. Would you agree with me?
Yes,
To include Yellow Springs and Holiday.
that's correct.
All right, now there's a second ping.
Second one's at 9:02, 5 minutes later, 9:02 a.m.
Okay.
We have a 4,894 meter confidence rate.
Okay.
It's even larger.
And that's this big circle right here.
That's correct.
And again, we have a pin in the middle of the circle, right?
Yes,
But you would agree with me, this phone could be, and if you look at my laser, anywhere in the circle.
yes, but now there's two overlap. They are 5 minutes apart. If I were searching, I would concentrate in the darker shaded because these two overlap.
I got you.
I would look in that area.
And then the next ping is at what time?
9:10 a.m.
All right. And now we have what looks like to be an enormous circle.
7,100 meter confidence rate.
Okay. And again, we have the pin in the middle. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But this phone could be anywhere. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Is there any significance to the shared area right here?
Highway 641 goes right basically down this leg of this sector here, of that tower. So that's 641. You can see it come out here going down toward Parsons.
There's a fourth ping too that we'll look at later.
Yes.
Okay. Were there 4 pings total recovered, or I don't know the technical term, from her phone that morning?
4. Yes, that's it.
Let's go look at another phone. Next slide. Whose phone is this?
This is Mr. Adams' phone. 731-733-0191.
Mr. Zach Adams.
Zach Adams, yes.
And you explained before the time Holly was taken. Whatever time we want to say, 7:40, 7:50 that morning. Mr. Adams' phone had no activity on it.
That's
Is
right.
that correct?
That's correct.
What is the first activity on it once we get into the AM hours of 6, 7, 8, 9,
819.
8:19? So this is the first time that morning that this phone is utilized?
After the time you just established. Some around the midnight hour later, some around the almost 5 a.m. I believe, if I remember right, 4:54 and 4:58.
Okay, so if I'm Zach Adams' phone has activity on it after midnight, turning into April 13th. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then it also, if I heard you right, has activity on it in the early AM hours at 4:54.
I believe that's right. We'll look, but I think that's correct, yes.
But then between 4:54 and through the time of the abduction up till 8:19 that morning, it has no activity.
That's correct.
So you can't tell us in that stretch where his phone was.
No, I cannot.
But at 8:19, we start getting some information.
We do.
And is that this box right here?
It is.
And his first activity, is that reflected here in this 1819
819.
incoming call,
Incoming is actually SMS, short message service. That's a text message.
text message? And you're familiar with this number as Jason Autry's telephone, are you not?
733-2073, yes.
And then to Zach Adams, his number.
Yes,
So at 8:19, this was a text from Jason Autry to Zach Adams. Is that correct?
that is correct.
The next activity on the phone is at what time?
8:30.
8:30. And this is an outgoing text. Is that correct?
It is.
From Zach Adams to Jason Autry.
That is correct.
And there's actually even more communication between Mr.
Ooh. A text between Zach Adams and Jason Autry. Guilty. Man. Selling a story. Like that bit of information matters. Well, the goal ended, sadly, even when I'm giving extra credit for huge donos, like these two huge donos, and you guys just didn't do it. You just didn't do it. And I'm including the incredible generosity over on Venmo, Cash App. We got the love. Let's see. Dr. Russell's gasp. Talking about my impromptu April Fool's Day live this morning. Thank you for your $20 Cash App. We also got a PayPal, but we still fell short. So if I don't stick by the hard and fast rules of meeting the goal, otherwise, which is a shame for those of you that don't know, you just have our undying love and absolute gratitude. That's what you get. And KPT, I did get your wonderful, wonderful PayPal, $10 PayPal. Thank you. And I agree. KPT says, I refuse to give YouTube 30%. Apple takes 30% also. Believe me, I am well aware. So $10 on Facebook is like $3. I want to be clear. Our absolute preference, and it's not even close, is Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal for the exact reasons that KPT just said. I get the allure of the super because I can pop it up and it's got a pretty color, but I always read every message that's sent via Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I read the messages. I type a response. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing minus the pretty colors. It's basically it. So, all right, let's keep rolling. So you guys, sadly, my beautiful and brilliant co-host, I'm not going to drag her. She's down there working. Like I literally was going to have to, against her will, drag her on. That was like a real goal. That was a real goal. That wasn't like some like, oh, like she's all set up, ready to go. She's like down there, hair looking like Bridezilla because she's been working. Like she'd have to, do her butter, get the butter. Like she's like, look at me. I'm like, you're beautiful. Come on. But all right, let's keep rolling.
Mr. Autry and Mr. Adams shortly following that morning.
Great.
Up to 8:50, is that 3 or I'm not?
8:53, it's a little blurry.
8:53.
8:55.
8:55. So we have incoming call 8:53. We have outgoing call. It's Jason Autry. Incoming call, Jason Autry to 8:55.
That's correct. And 8:53 is an incoming call from Jason Autry. And I recognize that 901 phone number there to be an ATT voicemail number. So that call went to voicemail.
Okay, so the incoming call from Jason that went to Zach Adams's voicemail.
That's correct.
And then an outgoing call to that number. And then an incoming call from that same number. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And all that's like 8:53, 8:55 that morning.
That's correct. And I'd like to explain something just a little bit more.
Okay.
So I've labeled these sectors 2 and 3.
Now.
That gives each year.
I always forget about now.
It's broken out. Remember the last number is the sector. So
They should.
Sector 2. This next block of calls, sector 3. The last block of calls back to sector 2.
Okay. And the fact that it's switching sectors, does that necessarily mean the phone is moving?
It could indicate that.
It could, but does it
It
necessarily?
doesn't necessarily mean that.
Okay, so just like we talked about before, when we were trying to find your phone, and we were saying, is it using that light or that light or that light? Because a phone uses sector 2 and then turns around and uses sector 3, that doesn't necessarily mean the phone's mobile.
Oh, what? I just told the people they didn't meet the goal, so
Oh,
there's no alley. Wow.
I don't like that. I would have rather not come on, being as today is my, work
I
on
know.
all my shit day.
I know.
And I just rolled out of bed. Well, not just rolled out of bed, but I am as I was when I just rolled out of bed.
That's true, and you still look like a smoke show.
Okay.
Oh, oh, speaking of vaping, Julie N sent her second $25 Venmo with this delightful message. Watching on replay, this is for a vape for Allie, and it was a $25 Venmo. I can't believe people complain. Wouldn't care if she was shooting up. She's smart and brilliant. F them, and you guys are the best.
Just so everyone knows, this is, and thank you very much. I appreciate it, but it is nicotine.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, some people like to pretend it's not. If it wasn't, I'd be pretty dumb all the time.
Oh my God. If you guys have ever seen Allie on the weed, you'd know. there is no mistaking when Allie's on the weed, and me for that matter. Like I'm pretty verbose as it is, but my God, when I try to tell a story, if I've eaten an edible, ouch.
I mean,
Allie's like, yeah, get to the point. Longest story ever.
Usually I'm like, did you eat an edible?
Yeah, it's pretty evident. Could you, I mean, anybody who, like, for as much as you puff on your vape, like, you'd be the highest person in the world.
Because I got high. Because I got high.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I got high. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
I would have got on the live, but then
I got high.
Oh, yeah. I would have ate that breakfast bowl, but then I got high. Ba-da-da-bop. I would have put that bacon away, but then I got high. Hey.
All right.
Okay. So this activity here at 8:19.
No ruling, I take it.
You were explaining it. It was on sector 2?
2.
And what tower is this?
This is the tower located at Cox Road or near the intersection of Highway 641 and Interstate 40.
Okay. And that's what, I know I keep on bringing you back to it, but that's the tower that services the community of Holiday? Is that correct?
Holiday, Yellow Springs.
In Yellow Springs. Okay. Are you? I see a little house here. What is this?
My fault, I should have labeled that. That is the Adams residence.
That's where Zach Adams.
Yes.
And we have Yellow Springs here.
Yes.
And then at 853, we're utilizing a different sector.
Correct.
Yeah, but it's that same tower there, Holiday, Yellow Springs.
That's correct.
Guilty. Baby made phone calls.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
My sister's been like sending me multiple emails that she doesn't realize that, like I'm not
What
I'm
sister?
not looking at family emails. Erica, that it's a notice of class action settlement. And I just start to read the beginning and I'm like, yes, take it. I mean, it's not like you're gonna file your own lawsuit.
For what?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It looks like some company that sold their stuff, sold information, maybe.
Oh yeah. It's probably that life insurance thing we heard about recently.
It's
So
student
between
record
8 and 9.
something.
Ooh, girl.
When probably during COVID, when the kids were using those computers.
Oh yeah. The Chromebooks.
Yeah.
They sent us from parts unknown. They magically ended up free Chromebooks for all the schools in all the world, at least the US. Here, give them to your kids.
They got a settlement fund of 17 million.
How many are in the class? Sounds like $30 per
I don't know.
class participant.
I still
19.
can't.
Yeah.
No, nothing. I was just gonna say I still can't tell exactly what they did.
I was gonna read that email, but then I got high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna read that email.
Yeah, it says
but then I
that
got high.
non-consensual interception of students' confidential and sensitive communications
Oh yeah.
while using educational technology products offered by Hobson's and something else, Power School. What about our kid? It says Illinois on here somewhere.
Yeah, what about us?
Oh, it says it was in violation of the Illinois Eavesdropping Act,
Oh,
Restored Communications Act.
Wiretapping sons of bitches.
A lot of this happened in where's my shit?
Where's my? Well, sounds like it would really be our kid's shit, but
Right. It's an Illinois case. I'm gonna call up and be like, well, what about me?
outrageous,
I had 2 kids.
outrageous. You mean during the
They
pertinent
used
time
those
frame?
Chromebooks. Yeah.
Is it really related to those fucking Chromebooks?
Yeah.
We were
Absolutely.
always very sus about that shit.
I mean, there's a big conspiracy out there about it. Like, where did they come from? Why'd they give them to the kids for free? And people were saying
Yeah.
they came from China
That
or
was
some
us.
shit. I don't know.
It was you and me. We started that whole conversation. Why don't you have another hit off that vape? Help your throat out there a bit.
All right. Well, while you got me, we keep this
Chase?
pause, see if there's any questions you got, and maybe
I've been pretty good about going through. We can give the love though.
so
Limey
this
Stew.
this
Aw,
this is
family hug.
mostly all the digital data stuff that you've been doing today.
No, there were various. There was the search and rescue diver who found the gun. He popped on. The cleaning woman who was cleaning Densmore's house, who saw 3 people stop by, including Jason Autry, who she knew.
You sure I didn't already do that?
I mean, I went to your live and went to exactly where you ended, and yeah,
Perfect.
I'm pretty
All right.
sure.
Good.
Feel pretty.
Maybe we had just like heard about her, that somebody said, oh yeah, one of the guys testified. I talked to the cleaning lady,
Yeah.
Mm.
Good. It's pretty good.
Oh, Larry. Limey Stew, new member. Oh, family hug. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Birdman.
Wow.
Thanks, Birdman. Gifted 5 DD podcast memberships. That means 5 new members. That means family hug for all of you new members. We love new members.
Yes.
You know, I had a Zoom with our mods last night.
I know it
told
was
you.
working. Who with like everybody?
I mean, as many of our mods that could make it, which was, a lot.
We still need to like find someone willing to give us whatchamacallits.
What?
bookmark thingies. What is it?
Kit Kat bars? Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
See, I'm not in the upbeat mood that my man
She's not
is.
in the upbeat mood, kids. She's not in the upbeat. Trevor Orbital. Keep doing what you're doing, Bob. Killing it. Thanks.
He is killing it.
Love you.
Hardest working man in showbiz.
OnlyFan OF. God damn it. Okay, that was OnlyFan who blasphemed. Glaire's chat is the best, Bob. I disagree. OnlyFan, who's
I'm
probably
sure
on.
Glaire's is pretty damn good too.
Glaire's
Timestamps. Yeah, that's it, Tracy.
it's pretty damn good. Yeah, we did have that conversation yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Georgia rules. Wait, Georgia Jules rules. Wow.
Do you hear, speaking of Georgia, became a member, so first give her a hug.
Aw, family hug, Georgia.
Welcome. That the Georgia, I don't know if it was like the attorney general or the county, like the state's attorney of like that county where the lawyer used AI.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Supreme
Some
Court.
apology letter, like, oh,
Yeah,
we-
hey, sorry.
we don't mean to be doing that kind of thing.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm finding out that there are tons of lawyers just using AI. It sounds like the judges are using them too.
Okay,
So
yeah. Appellate court judges, we have it on good authority that a certain state, their appellate court judges are pumping their shit, the briefs into
well, Westall
the
told me
AI.
that too when they were trying to sell me their AI, and they were like, "Well, the judges all use it, and they put that they're going to put your motion, your petition, or whatever in here, and then like they let me do a trial, and I used it. And I was like, well, shit, they do that, and they don't get any strengths of my arguments. They just get the opposing position. Like that's no good. I'm like,
That would be
where?
super cool. Like when judges have like robot clerks. Oh, this is my clerk. Agent user interface 0Z3419. Say hello, robot. I mean, that's who's going to clerk. Like judges won't need clerks anymore because they'll use the robots. Sounds terrifying. DB, thank you so much once again for your incredible generosity.
Thank you.
Word on the street is that has been the biggest dono DB has ever bestowed upon a channel. That's the word on the street.
Wow.
I can neither confirm nor deny it, but that's the word on the street. Thank you, DB. We adore you. Thank you
Damn, I
very
got a
much.
itch on my back.
And family hugs. To all the noobs. Adventuring. Gifted
the
one
name.
DB podcast membership.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate it. She boogies. I mean, DD chat isn't a spin-off of another chat. Shots fired.
Nah. Fuck talking about we us.
We us.
We're the creators. They're the imitators.
Oh yeah.
If you know, you know.
Sing it, baby. Sing it.
I don't even know if I did it right.
I mean, you were
Like
way
that.
off tune. Like, you were off tune, but
I wasn't singing. I was just reciting.
I was trying to sing some jacket, but then I got high. oh.
All right.
Well, enough. Tanya Garrett, thank you so much. Look at that bomb. 100 bucks.
Nice. Thank you,
Wow.
Tanya.
Tanya's a hero.
I need
you so
glasses to see her.
Let me get it straight. You're all heroes. Every
Yes.
dime. Like I saw Gina. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I can only give you $5. Don't be ridiculous.
We love it.
We are so grateful for
All generosity.
one dime. If you send one dime, like if you send a
I
penny,
might send it back.
yeah, I mean, like, look, dude, here's your dime back. Clearly.
Nah, I'll take your dime.
All right.
And just your
vape-
hello.
Like I had if you can't tell, I had like a little pro alley vaping, like fuck all the people. Boris C143, vape, smoke, drink. You're both adults in your home. Someone doesn't like it, grow up. Watching this is a choice.
Facts.
We agree. Hard facts. Thank you so much, Boris. Gina McManus, $5. It's payday, so I can finally support my favorite channel. Love Defense Diaries and fam. We adore you, Gina. Thank you so.
Thank you for your generosity.
Truly.
Luth is sending a penny. Thanks, Luth. I'll send you one too, baby.
Appreciate it. Gwennon Garnett. I won points on Google Play. Happy to help the goal. Love it.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Google Play.
I didn't know you could win points on Google. I don't understand
Money?
that. That sounds like magic. Amanda, Liv's mom. Take my money. Bring on Allie. Also, frequent RA lives would be great, even if you have a playlist. Chatting makes it fun and informative. Tack. True. It's true. Yeah. Well, we're obviously going to do part 2 of the brief. So that's coming.
Wow.
Thank you, Amanda.
Wow.
What, like, are you looking at regular comments?
I just
Montana Lil, thank you so much for your 20. We pulled this up. I think we addressed it. I hope we addressed it amply because it's a damn good question. And it's one of the mysteries of this case, frankly. Thank you, Montana Lil. We appreciate it. Julie Jensen, I'm back from my beautiful Florida vacation. I missed all of you. Not as
I hope you had
much
fun.
as we missed you. Did you get that tan? Did you put it on? Did you protect yourself? Got to put your sun protection on.
Yes, Luth, I did see your little comment there. That's why I said, wow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Julie Jensen. Dog grooming. Danny, who was giving all over the place. She gave her on Venmo. She came back over here and gave. Bob's podcasts are incredible. Oh, thank you. So we'll put together and always leave you ready for the next. So well put together.
Right.
And always leaves you ready for the next. I am the king of the cliffhanger.
I mean, he is definitely the king of the cliffhanger. And if you haven't listened to just the regular straight podcast, then I think you're nuts. And, just pretend I'm not biased, because even without bias, it's the damn best podcast.
It's actually so good that I get offended when people just say it like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, what? How dare you, sir?
Well, when people say, oh yeah, it's pretty good, they mean like it's damn good, babe.
I mean, it sounds like they mean it's pretty good. And I take great offense. Can I take great offense to somebody saying your shit's pretty good? It's pretty good. It's pretty. I'm kidding. I take all compliments as at the highest regard possible. Thank you. And we love you, dog grooming, Danny. Julie, 02, working from home and get to catch a live. We love it. Thank you so much for being a member for 10 glorious months. Sunshine 0401, $5. I'm behind, but I have to say it. I'll be her vaping buddy. The only difference is that I'm not on camera and she is. Mind your business. Mind your business, motherfuckers. Mind your business. Thanks, Sunshine.
I'll take you as a vaping buddy, Sunshine.
My buddy.
Wherever she vapes, I vape my buddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
my buddy, she's vaping with me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Iceman cometh with the big $50
nice.
swing.
Thank you.
Contact. She's gone out of here. Thank you for all that you do. My go-to channel every time. As an aside, I got my sweatshirt in the other day and absolutely love it. Have worn it almost every day.
Wow.
Nice. I love it. Fantastic. I saw your other comment that you're waiting for one in orange. I promise I'll get in there and do that. It's like, dude, I got a lot of moving parts. Like, I need a person to be doing that kind of shit. I'm probably like, killing us slowly on the merch side of it just because I don't manage it properly. But, what are you going to do? Canadian Wallflower. What a lovely moniker. Welcome. Oh, family.
Welcome.
Thank you for becoming a new member. Side-eye Jess. We know one of those.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's a good skill. Good side-eye is good skill.
It is a good, solid skill to have because it says a lot, a side-eye. Thank you very much. And family hug. Welcome to the family. And then Jessica 274Z, during the panel, I couldn't look at the screen when Allie was talking. Felt like I was in trouble. Ha ha ha. On fire, girl. Yeah.
Are we talking about during the Richard Allen?
When you were adamant, like you were in your feels, you were putting some gusto behind your arguments there.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, you're feeling your oats a little bit. Pulling your shoulders back. Putting your chin up, firing all cylinders. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate the generosity.
And I think I went through the Venmos real quick. I'm just going to make sure that so Julie hit twice. our daily $25 angel, Kim.
Thank you,
Her-
Kim.
She's
So
delightful.
generous.
So
Crazy.
it's insane. Really is. And Juliet hit twice with 25. So
Well, thank you
Juliet
for
gave me a hot
generosity.
bitty. And then wait, like, cause who was wait, okay. Yeah, so I knew I gave away one of our ride or dies government names, but just the first name.
Okay. Bob loves to dox people.
Oh yeah, I love to quasi dox people. I do the doxing. Oh yeah, it's time for Wapner.
All right. So remind the people what you guys are listening to now that there's been this long delay.
Oh, we're listening to this guy talk about tech, this boomer that's trying to talk about cell tower coverage and where Zach Adams' phone was, and and I also forgot Danielle. Oh, oops, sorry, dog grooming Danny. I mean, she's basically using.
Yeah,
the
she's
name
put
of
it put it close.
Yeah, she gave a $50 bablasm today.
Wow.
Too, so,
She did
yeah.
she did a regular super too. We just read it.
I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Very generous, all of you. Thank you
We
guys
love
so
you
much.
so much. You're just beautiful, beautiful people. And you really keep the lights on over here at the channel. I can't wait. I can't wait to do my wish list. That seems to be the flavor of the month. Everybody's doing their wish lists.
What's a wish list?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh. Well, Sky Goddess, she's been a member for 10 months. Thanks for your
Aw.
continued support. Your
Family
channel,
time.
your rules, Vaporway Alley. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's what we call in the business bullshit.
I fell out of character for a second there.
Yes, you did.
I didn't follow the rules.
Oh, an Amazon wish list. I wish I could have put it like a new
my
ice maker.
phone's not here. I keep wanting to list all the people to thank for my birthday gift and tell them what I got. Now I left
What
my
did
phone.
you get?
I got, but I don't know the people to thank, so I don't want to say it. Wait, let me find. I have it. I have it in a. Let me see. I've got it written down.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, there's two different ones. That's not it. Oh wait.
Shoop dooby dooby doo doo. Shooby doo doo. Ba 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 shop ba ba da ba da da. Wabba doo doo. Hey hey. All right, dude, you're taking too long.
I know.
On with the show.
Okay.
853, 855.
Look for
We're
it.
utilizing the same tower, the Holiday Yellow Springs
Thanks,
tower.
I got it.
The phone may or may not be mobile,
May or may not be.
and it's a tower that is close to his house, it appears,
It is.
and close to Yellow Springs.
It is.
After that, what time is that?
8:58.
Okay, so now we have
we
a
are.
different section of time proceeding 8:58 to 9:12. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And where's the phone then?
It's using sector 2 of the same tower.
Okay.
She is a water sign, but she's a Pisces.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I love the water too.
Yeah, she's a March baby, March 5th. Should I give her year of birth? 05. I'm as old as the sea. I'm old as time itself.
I am. I don't care. Everybody can know how
So
old
we got-
I am.
Look,
1974.
you don't look a day over 25, baby.
Yeah, okay.
What? Are you threatening me with a good time? Is that what's happening right now? Oh,
Okay,
boy.
all right.
Zach.
So wait, now that I've brought it up, I want to thank Wildside, Brian, Cami Q, Jeannie S, Kasha, Kristen L, and Tracy for
So
all
it's
of your
basically our mods.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
my
yeah.
my birthday gifts, including Starbucks, and on Amazon, I've got like the new earbuds, pods. What do you call them?
AirPods. Wow. Wow.
And they're amazing, and
They
come
are.
in handy when I'm laying in bed or doing.
Yeah, because my wife has a tendency to listen to her like phone on full throat. Like, so in like, unfortunately, I got her on the Twitter machine. So she's scrolling and her shit's blaring. And I'm trying to watch like a rerun of season 21 of Survivor, which is critical. It's absolutely critical that I hear every word, even though I'm scrolling half the time. So I start bitching. I'm like, turn your phone down. So then she just puts her little AirPods in, and it's like magic. It's amazing.
Because all I had was over the ear headphones, which I love for the plane because it, but these are also noise canceling. They're amazing. So.
Oh, look at that. Birthday twins. Birthday twins.
I sneak them to the
Birthday
supermarket,
twins.
like if I want like
Birthday
watch and shop,
twins.
and if I'm getting my nails done.
Birthday twins. No lie. I was shocked when I heard Bob and Allie had grown kids. Woo! 32. Okay. Got an old one. As old as the sea. What is that face you're making?
Because now I'm like, we've given out too many dates and calculations.
I'm old as shit. Everybody knows how old I am. Like it's out there. It's in these streets. Does it strike you that I give a shit? I mean, look, like I'm a 40-year-old. In my mind, I'm like 40, 39, 40. So it's like I've got like a 16-year buffer. That's where I'm at.
Yep.
If you were to see me on the street and guess my age, I would give you a shiny nickel. That's what's going on accurately. But you can't have it's just like you are as old as you think you are. It's just a damn number. All right, let's keep
body that.
Oh, my aching. Well, you just had surgery.
All right, I'm getting back to work then.
Okay,
love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
coming.
everybody.
Well,
of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm 56. I'm old. I am an old man. And I do not dye my hair. I have never used any kind of dye either. And you can obviously see in my beard, my gray beard. Whoa, so gray. All right, let's keep rolling.
Phone between 8:19 and 9:12 using the tower that services Holiday, Yellow Springs. All right. So a general idea about where that phone is between 8:19, which is the first activity.
Kraken, don't make me put your ass in the corner. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
And 9:12 is near that tower, Yellow Springs.
That's it.
Okay. But there's something else on this map too. We see these pinpoints. What's that?
Those are the things we've discussed.
Okay, so we put Holly's cell phone pings between that same time up here on the same map.
They did.
Okay. And her circle at 8:57 is right near that same tower that Zach's phone is using.
It's not too far away. That's right.
And that second circle at 9:12 is even closer to that tower that Zach's using.
It's closer, that's correct.
And when I say, and I misspeak sometimes, and I don't want to create a false impression, okay? If I say where Zach is, I'm actually talking about Zach's telephone. Is that correct?
I don't know who used the phone that they saw. I don't know where it was specifically.
And then her third ping at 9:10 is this big, huge circle that includes the area here near Yellow Springs.
Yes.
So April 13th, 2011, between 8:19, which is the first time we know about on his phone, and 9:12, his phone is in the same general area as her phone is pinging.
That's correct.
Let's talk about, you already advanced it?
No, sir.
All right.
Make on instruction.
Go ahead and advance it.
What page is this? I can't see it cut off on this.
This is page 11. And I think, because we got ahead of each other talking, I think basically we're looking at the same thing here. Is that right?
We're looking at this, basically the same thing. So what this slide depicts is victim's phone and Zach Adams' phone. Between 8:17, 8:26 call, the victim's phone received, 9:06 call that she received, and then calls we just discussed with Mr. Adams' phone.
Oh, I see the added information. Like you said, the last slide showed Zach Adams' phone's tower activity. Is that right?
That's correct.
At the same time, it showed her pings.
That's correct.
Does this slide show Zach Adams' tower activity at the same time as her pings and her tower activity?
It does. So I want to clear up this though. So the pink represents her, the blue represents the tower that he used. And so this sector 3, I don't know what we're going to call this color. It's not pink, it's not blue, it's a combination of those two.
Okay, because I assume pink is for Holly.
Yes,
And so there's this tower that's utilized by Holly's phone.
yes.
And then there's this tower that's utilized by Holly's phone.
Holly's and Zach Adams.
And Zach's phone uses both sides of the same tower.
Yes, it does.
So there's actually a blue underneath this pink
It is.
because it's the same side of the tower and everything.
That's right.
All right, let's advance to the next slide. We're looking at a different phone now here, aren't we?
Yes, sir, we are.
Seeing this number. I was going to try to steal that from you while you're
Oh, no, you're not. What were you going to try to do on this?
the water.
Oh, the water.
All right, here's what's happening. We're going to pause it here. We're going to pick it back up tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we're going to do noon, probably till about 3:30, trying to get about 3.5 hours in a day. And we'll pick it up right where we left off here. You guys are amazing. I love your faces so much. So much. I love you guys so much. Get some more people in here. 256, not enough. We had 4 at one point. Like, care about justice. Care about due process. Spread the word. Spread the word. Tell people to fix their lives. Care about the right shit. People are so worked up about shit that doesn't matter. And there's so much out there that's critical that we get eyes on it. So we need to do it. All right, you guys, you are amazing. Set your alarms or notifications for tomorrow. Hit that bell so that you know that we're going live at noon, high noon. I like doing these daytime ones because it lets people that are on the other side of the ocean, which we have plenty of those folks over in chat, that don't have to be up to the wee hours. So I like to spread the love. Spread the love. So mods, thank you per usual for all of your hard work. I adore you, each and every one of you. You're amazing. Tracy, you're a godsend. I love you so much. To all of our new members, welcome, welcome, welcome. I told my mods last night during our Zoom, I am expecting them to get my ass about doing way more members only lives, because that'll draw people into becoming members, because you'll be missing out. And I know how FOMO works, because we'll be doing awesome things. And if you're not a member, you can't watch and join in with us. So you'll get FOMO. And if you have FOMO, you're going to say, fuck, now I have to join. That's how that works. So I gotta up that game. I gotta get the grift into full grind. But speaking of grifts, you guys were amazing today with your generosity. Thank you all so much. We so appreciate it. You really do keep the lights on. Like, this is my job. I need you to understand I left practicing law, which is pretty lucrative, to do this. So I've got no shame in grifting. Even though the reality is I'm a lawyer, I'm giving you free education, what I, paid a lot of money to get. So it's really not a grift as much as some other folks out there that actually are grifters. I think I bring actual value, but I love the term grifting and I've leaned into it. To the grift. Wow, can you guys hear Nanook licking? Knock it off. Quit licking. Ugh, it can't be like he's taking his allergy medicine. It's got to be something else. Anxiety. Poor guy. He gets so much love here. It doesn't make any sense. And we got him when he was like a sweet little puppy. Sweet little guy. But thank you again so much for your generosity in all forms and fashions, whether it was super chats, Venmos, Zells, Cash Apps, PayPals, all of it is amazing. All of it we're incredibly thankful for. And we couldn't do this without you. So just remember that. It never goes unloved by us. Ever, ever, ever. Because it means we can keep the lights on. All right, you guys, you're amazing. I love you so, so much. Oh, we got one more family hug that I have. Spin cycle? Aw, family hug. That was the hug that you didn't know that you needed, but now you got it. Welcome as a new member. And guys, we're so close to 65,000. I think we're like 140 away, maybe 145. I don't know. It's very, very short number. Help get us there. Spread the word. So, and you can also like, share, subscribe, which are all free. You don't have to pay a dime to do any of that. And also on Replay Crew, leave a comment. When you leave a comment, it tells YouTube, oh, this thing is worth watching after the fact. So it'll pick it up. It'll put it out there. Make sure, please, for the love of God, you're going over and watching the shorts. I'm going to start putting shorts up every single day. So I'm going to put a few more Afro Man one, like probably over the next couple of days. And then I'm going to do one where top 10 legal scenes of all time. And it's going to be a countdown. So if you're expecting to get them all in one day, tough shit. That's not happening. It's going to be one scene a day. The world according to Bob in terms of the best courtroom / legal scenes of all time from movies that I love. And I assure you, I'm right on all of them. I am absolutely, my countdown is on lock. And if you disagree, you can challenge me in the comments as those things come out. So keep your eye out for that. Probably get started on that. Maybe on Friday. We'll see. Definitely on Monday. Maybe Friday. Definitely on Monday. Maybe over the weekend. Who knows? I got to start pumping out those shorts. I've been sleeping on the short game. So, all right, you guys are amazing. I love you so very much. And just remember this. Without y'all, I'd just be an old man talking about all kinds of cases. Talk to you next time.